Ah, ah, ah. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up? It's me, it's Sclimbo. Hey, thanks for the, starting raid. That's pretty cool. What's going on, everyone? For those who don't know me, who just came in, my name is Sclimbo. I'm Socks Agency's certified Sclimbo and self-improvement VTuber. If you have any questions about fitness or nutrition, I do own a gym. That's what I do here. But I also improve. Damn, it looks like Asia. Yeah, it kind of does. Hey, what's up? Welcome in, everyone. It is Sclimbo time today. Hey, Kermia, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hope your stream went well. You caught me in getting started. How'd your stream go? What were you up to? You have some fun? I think the shout out worked. Did the shout out work? Yeah, there we go. Join us. Yes, join us in following Kuramia Lucian. Please go ahead. Hey, VTuber Mail. Hey, what's up, Phoebe? What's going on? What's up, everybody? I missed you all too. Now it's time for Fun Friday with my friends, where I get to play GeoGuessr. But first things first. As usual, beginning of stream, we always do a guess of where I am in the world. Today, we're in a place I can't pronounce because I don't know how. So we are in Wangdu Phodrang Dzong, Bhutan. We're in Bhutan. I guess it's like a cool temple or something, but we're in Bhutan. Yeah, we're in Asia today. So Asia guessers, big winners today. Let's go ahead and choose out. Ooh, there's some Asia guessers. Big money to them. Hey. Wang dude for the Wu-Tang? Wait, really? One of these days it will be Australia or Oceania. One of these days, you're so right. Just, I don't know when, at some point. But welcome in, everybody. Glad to see y'all here. Hope you all had a great day after stream yesterday, our little just chatting fitness stream. Today, finally, we get to play geography games. Basili, 15 streak. Nice, thank you. The Asia guess did pay off. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Hey, Sor, good to meet you too. What's going on? I thought you said Busan and now I look stupid. No. We're in Bhutan. That's different. That is a completely different place. Sor, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Even if I had the 2K and not win, at least it makes a good pool for winners. Yeah. So welcome in, everybody. Happy to be here again. I'm glad we're kind of back to 4 streams now, honestly. Last week felt a little light with the 3 streams because of Thanksgiving. So I'm happy to be able to see you on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday today. And more, because I'm going to be on other channels. Just a quick reminder to everyone of the stuff going on this weekend before we yap and get started. Let's see here. What do we have? Oh, yeah. Tonight, we're going to be over on Janken Palm's channel doing this Janken Palm tournament on Janken Palm channel. All right. I'm going to win. I'm going to fist real hard and win. But it's going to be a good time. So come by that. That's 9 p.m. over on his channel. But came here from the Lulu raid. Yes. And I hope Lulu had a good stream and gets good rest and stuff like that. I did see Lulu say she had a good stream. I don't know if what she was up to, though. What were you all up to? What were you doing? You get your protein? You get your rest? Afterwards, RPS, yeah, we're doing a Janken Palm tournament tonight. So 9 p.m. on Janken Palm's channel. And we're going to have fun there. I have a whole outfit for it. Yeah. Have you practiced Janken? Yeah, I'm ready. Listen, it's all about smashing manly fists together, okay? I'm a fist master. We're going all fist, all in for the win. Played Helldivers? Nice. You know, I really want to play Helldivers. I don't have it yet. I never bought it, but I really want to. I feel like I'm late to the game, but I really want to get involved with it because it seems so fun. Absolutely up my alley. About to eat half a rotisserie chicken? Yo! That's okay. Half a rotisserie chicken is plenty compared to Brickin. Actually, probably equivalent protein because I think rotisserie chickens are generally like 2 pounds of meat. So I think the protein equivalency is pretty high between half a rotisserie chicken and Brickin. But yeah, so we got this going on tonight, of course. And then on Sunday, can't forget, where is it? I don't have it downloaded. Okay. Anyway, the SVA spelling bee is on Sunday, so come by that too. It's gonna be at 3 p.m. EST. And then also we're starting the RP. I can announce that now. Hold on. Where's my little thing? Couple other announcements. There it is. For those who know what this is, I will be involved in Barry and Grimmy's GTA RP Season 2, starting on Saturday. So we got that going on too. A lot of events going on. It's busy. It's the holidays, right? So that's what we get up to, but that's what it is. Not ERP, specifically not that. Velociraptor, not that at all. No, I'm going to play a sports hero called Jordicus. I'm going to try and make sure I wear jorts. I'm going to work at a gym, going to sprint everywhere and refuse to use cars for transportation. I'll use bicycles though. But yeah, I'm going to play Jordicus is the idea, Jordicus. We also can't, I believe we can't use our VTuber names or aren't supposed to use our VTuber names in the name of the character. So you'll see me as Jordicus there, but that is me. Just be known. And where are your Jordans? No, Jort, as in jean short, as in Jordicus. right? Not Jordan a kiss. So like I'm gonna be wearing jorts the whole time. That's the idea. That's the concept, the character concept. But I haven't really thought of much beyond that. I guess we ball. But I did hear that there's a role where you can be a gym trainer, and considering that's my job in real life, yeah, we're gonna do that because that's what I do. That's what I'm good at. We will all claim to be Jordicus. Hey, what's up, Binko? What's going on? Thank you for that artwork yesterday, by the way. That is incredible, and I retroactively used it for the thumbnail. It's really good. I'm still not a Sumerian fertility idol. Just going to put that out there. And if you check Twitter right now, I actually just made a post. I don't know if you guys saw this, but if you look on Twitter, my housemate texted me this morning and was like, my housemate like kind of knows what's going on, right? And so I guess all the discussion and stuff yesterday ended up recommending my housemate a like Indus Valley bull statue on his algorithm. And he was like, look what you've done. So yeah, ramifications, I guess, of talking about that sort of stuff. So it is what it is. I'm going to put this to the test. I have the wheat and barley going in tonight. Well, see, Paulie, you have to have the standee for that. That's the real test, right? You got to have the standee, and then you can test it, right? You need the actual icon. The ancient civilizations are rapidly approaching your location. Yeah, not too far from each other either. Indus Valley and Sumeria, or Sumer, not too far. Pretty close, pretty close. Barley tea, I don't think I've ever had it. I had some spiced cider this morning. Fun time this morning. I went out in the woods and I was immediately gated out of going into the woods because of how cold it was. I did my normal thing, did not check the temperature, and I was like, yeah, you know, normal procedure this morning. Wake up, it's like, you know, 5:50, 6 a.m., get outside, get my clothes on, put on my base layer, going out in the woods to party, right? Thanks for the stretch, Hydra. And I get there, and 30 minutes in, my face starts freezing. Like, I can't feel it. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I looked at my phone and realized it was 0 degrees out. And I just kind of went out without a face mask or scarf or anything. And I was like, I need to leave. I need to leave the woods right now. So I only got to walk and skip around in the woods for like 30 minutes because I was actually freezing to death. That was cool. But yeah, I guess it can get that cold all of a sudden out of nowhere. Thank you. That's probably what, like a 30 or 40 degree change from yesterday. But I don't know. It's New England. It's New England. Pretty normal for us. But yeah, so Sclim raw dogging 0. I wouldn't say raw dogging DB, but like I just didn't have face stuff on. My rest of my body was pretty covered. 0 degree, no face cover. I just died. It was, you know, a little nippy, you could say. A little nipply out is what I would describe it as. Wasn't that bad, but I guess it was for my literal skin. I guess that does supersede everything. Harp intensifies. No. Bad Polly. But today we're gonna have fun. Because finally, I get to flex that second part of my Oshi mark, which, you know, I'm not very good at, but that doesn't mean I don't want to do it. So, as you know, my Oshi marks are a muscle and a compass. The compass is for adventure, for exploration, that sort of thing, for improving, right? Direction, exploring. I'm very bad at directions, but I really like geography games. As you probably saw a little bit yesterday, we played some Food Guesser and some Scramble, and we did pretty good on Food Guesser. We were kind of killing it. There was some heat there, warming up. It's been a long time since I played GeoGuessr, but today we're going to play Where in the World is Sclimbo, but the whole stream. Basically, where are we every time? And I do want you guys in chat to help me out. This is not like a me flexing, no backseating thing. This is very much like a give me your guesses, let's do it together. I'm not a score chaser. I'm not meta at this or anything. Like, let's crowdsource the answer, think about it together, and come up with solutions. So feel free to give your questions when we see stuff. Zoro, is that you? Yes, actually. There's a clip. Again, if you look on Twitter, if you look at Socks Clips, the official Socks clipping channel, they put up a clip this morning of how bad I am at directions. It's incredible. It's from the beginning of the Invasion SMP, and I'm with a group of 5 people, and we are maybe like 200 feet outside of our base, right? And I'm leading the group around, and I'm like, all right, everyone, back to base. And they all walk in one direction. I literally walk the complete opposite direction. And then I turn around and go, wait, where's base? And everyone's like already in the distance. And I was like directly behind the base and somehow went the exact wrong way. That's me to a T. That is absolutely. There is a clip Twitter. Yeah, let me like see if I can put it on stream. I think it's just Socks Clips. It's new. We are in Asia, Malfi. Hey, what's going on, Malfi? How'd your rest of your stream go? I saw you playing Black Mesa. I'm with the science team. I love Half-Life. Fun stuff. Your whole intro video series was you getting lost to debut. Yep. That's pretty classic. Imagine it just shows your house. I've had that happen before, actually. So two things happened to me. Actually, I got like a little scared last night. I can't go into too much detail because it's like a TikTok thing, and I'm sure people could figure it out from that. But I was basically watching something on TikTok that came up on my TikTok, and it was like a world exploration TikTok thing, kind of like GeoGuessr, you could say, where they were kind of just dropping into random locations, and this person dropped into literally down my street. And I was like, whoa, hold on. Like, whoa. Like the intersection outside of my house, I could walk there in 3 minutes. And it was just a random TikTok that came across my feed. And I was like, whoa. Hold on. What is that? What is going on? I don't like that. Complete coincidence. So hated that. But, your face broke. Wait, what do you mean, Malfi? Like your rigging broke? Your face broke? They know. A little scary, honestly. Just a teensy bit threatening. Just a smidge threatening. But yeah, ideally, we don't want that to happen. Ideally, absolutely not. So yeah, we're going to be all over the world today. We'll play a bunch of different games of GeoGuessr is the idea. For those who don't know what GeoGuessr is, basically, it just gives you footage. You're on like Google Maps, basically, so it's powered by Google Maps, and you can kind of look around and try and guess where in the world you are. Obviously, there's different maps that are good at different things. You can go to different areas. You can say, oh, I just want to do Japan. Hey, what's up, veggies? I just want to do North America. I just want to do US, or you can do the whole world. There's also like community maps that are like, oh, just famous places or just like capitals and stuff like that. So a lot of variability in the game, a lot of cool stuff. We're going to play a wide variety. I'm going to jump around since it's the first one. I'm going to play a wide variety of the modes. We'll do world, probably start on world and warm up. Japan, I'm really bad at. Despite being everywhere in Japan like is 70% mountains and looks exactly the same almost everywhere. Really hard to guess Japan, even if I've been everywhere. So we will try, but I'm always bad at it. And then we might do New England because that's kind of close to home, you know? Sclimbo, it's my birthday. Can I pretty please get a happy birthday? You sure can, Wi-Fi. Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday. I hope your dreams come true. Hey, that's the birthday song, right? That's like the Chili's one, I think. I think it's the Chili's one. VBridger's been awful for a lot of people. Wait, yes? Can't move my browser mouth? Wait, how did it just stop? What? Must have been VBridger, right? Because my VTube studio is working. I didn't know VBridger would be like connected online like that and cause a problem. I don't know. VBridger's been awful for a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. I get the game finding you, though. I do city guesser, and it lands right in front of a place I know. Yeah, I have definitely played GeoGuessr before, and like had to play it off because it landed directly outside my house, and had to be like, where are we? I don't know. And I like guess wrong on purpose. Hey, Trashy, what's up? Welcome in. But happy birthday to Wi-Fi. I hope you're having a good one. Do you have any yummy snacks? Do you have like a brick and cake? Like, what are you doing? Japan's hard because small towns look similar. I know. Hey, Auntie Haunty, what's going on? Welcome in. I know, they look so similar. Japan is so difficult. I can do Japan famous sites and, like, get down to a few feet because I've just been to them. So I'm just like, oh, that's easy. I know what that is. Like, that's JAXA. That's the palace in Okinawa. Like, I can do that, but actual Japan, really hard. VTube Studio? No, VTube Studio is doing all right for me. It's working right now, so... It's working. Hey, what's up, Viral? What's going on? Brick and cake's diabolical. I would have it. I'm not a big fan of cake, like normal cake. I like moist stuff. I like cheesecake. I think normal cake's way too dry. We've kind of talked about it before. So like maybe a brick and cake. Cookie cakes are really nice. The big ones that are like skillet cookies. Big fan of that. Is this your first time? No, I'm kind of a GeoGuessr guy. Not very good at it. Because here's the thing. Do you like Tres Leches? I don't think I've ever had it. What is it? Can you describe it? I might have had it and not realized it because I just put things in my mouth if they look good. Like, you know, like concrete and rock salt, things like that, and batteries. So no, I don't know if I've had it, but maybe. Possible. 100% stick some candles in a brick, and yeah, why not? Same. It's a very moist cake. Ooh, like fudgy. Have you had the Subway footlong cookie? I have. Subway is one of my favorite restaurants. You know it. Very delicious Mexican cake. I mean, yeah, give it a try. Can you find Salimos before we start spreading the second bubonic plague? Wait, who's that? Hey, Roger, what's up? Welcome in. 3 milks cake is super yummy. 3 milks. What is that? Sclimbo, Sclim. Hey, Auntie, what's going on? Thought about those footlongs. I am about those footlongs. I get them in there. I still think we should have $5 footlongs. You can get okay deals sometimes through the app, but it's still like a $7, $8 footlong. And they scammed us out of the daily meal recently. Used to be that you could get a 6-inch for, I think it was $3.99. It was like 6-inch for $3.99. And that was like, there was a sandwich every day, a different one that you could get for $3.99. Not the best deal, but for a sandwich, not bad these days in the United States. They swapped it. Now you have to get a meal. It's the meal of the day, but it's $5.99 and it just has chips and a drink and the 6-inch. So it's like $2 extra and you get chips and a drink, but I don't have chips and a drink. So I am losing. I lose basically. It sucks. Subway's downgraded. Sure has. Trying to front like he doesn't understand traditional Sumerian hello. Yeah, no. I don't know anything about Sumer. I don't know anything about Uruk, Sumer. I don't know anything about those places at all. Nothing. The bubonic plague in modern times is mid. Anthrax is superior. When you say superior, can we clarify? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by superior? They had a BOGO footlong deal? Yeah, they did. And it went on forever, and we used it a million times. People always ask, where is Sclimbo? But never, why is Sclimbo? Well, Sclimbo is inevitable, right? The primordial VTuber. They're at the beginning and the end. The escape from the factory early before I'm fully cooked, right? You could say. You're gonna have to learn? Yeah, I have to learn some Sumerian, I guess. Well, there are some, like, videos on what ancient Sumerian was supposed to sound like. So I just gotta study that really good. But I'm not a Sumerian fertility idol. That I promise you. I'm well versed in the difference between Sumerian, Akkadian, and Mesopotamian. Oh, nice. Fork's gonna catch you slip up again? No, I didn't slip up. I didn't slip up at all. No slipping up. We're just, yeah, I'm just telling everyone I'm not that, you know? Tesco rose their yeah, don't raise prices on food. Just don't do it. Just take a loss so I can eat snacks. It's that easy. Indeed. Yeah, so we're gonna try and be good at GeoGuessr today. We'll see. Do you want to warm up a little bit? I could do a quick round of Food Guesser, quick round of Scramble to warm up. They are daily games, so we can play them in like 5 minutes. Might be a good warm up. We are in GeoGuessr category, but I've kind of put all geography games there, so it's like, yeah, it's fine. It's fun. Hey, Trashy, thank you for the streak. Their meal deal isn't even that good. If Sclimbo's actually Akkadian, I can forgive that. Yeah, that's why. That's why I don't understand. I'm Akkadian. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Do them at the end. You know better. No, I'll do them now. No, we'll just do some warm-ups. We're gonna play a lot of GeoGuessr, right? So let's just do some warm-ups. RQ real quick. Hey, young one, welcome in. Need more points? You just gotta gamble properly, Sage. That's how. At the beginning, it's the only way. Poundland completely got rid of the meal deal. Yeah, isn't it kind of a shame when places like Dollar Tree and Dollar General don't actually sell things for $1 anymore? Kind of feels like that's like if Arizona Tea's price raised, probably be the end of the world, you know? Clearly not a Sumerian idol with a god like that. Well, yeah, you know. But anyway, let's play some games, huh? Let's do some not Scrandle. That's not really a geography game. Let's do some Food Guesser RQ real quick. Just do with a daily game of Food Guesser, and then we'll get going on GeoGuessr. False advertising. Nuh-uh. It's a geography game. It's literally GeoGuessr for food. You're gonna be hungry for 3 hours? Wait, Polly, no, you're so right. Wait, Polly, you're so right. I am gonna be hungry for 3 hours. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, old man, what's going on? Just wanted to thank you, man. My barley crops are bountiful. My cat, god damn it. I'm not a Sumerian fertility. Come on. I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna be real. This whole time, I forgot that a fertility idol also meant like your crops are good. I kind of just thought everyone was saying I was good at making them pregnant. And preg idol, let's not do that. At least you're not. Yeah, Nasir, I'm not. Let's clarify. I'm very much not. Yeah, Nasir, the scandalous copper salesman. That's not me. I sent you broccoli? No, I'm very hungry now. All right, let's play some video games. All right, guys? We can keep talking the whole time. Why don't we play some video games or something, huh? Does that sound good? No more Sumerian theorizing. The Sclim meter, I don't know, might be raising soon, but let's not worry about that. We haven't seen you in a Sumerian fertility idol in the same room. That's a fair point you make there. I want to be an idol, monkey paw girls. Yeah, no, I go to singing lessons and instead I just get like pregnancy lessons. Work on my pelvic floor. Sclimbo Potamia. The secret throne gift to give you broccoli. Please don't use the surprise throne gift option to give me broccoli. It'll just go bad. I'm not going to open anything that comes as a surprise gift to me on throne until Christmas, so keep that in mind. All right, let's play games. Let's play games RQ. All right, so let's just get started really quick. Just one round of Food Guesser, just to warm up our geography minds a little bit. Feel free to guess as we go. Hey, Little Crow, thank you for the sub so much. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. But welcome in. Give him peanut butter or non-perishables like soup. Oh, yeah. Give me soup. Well, soup's already on throne. You know, I already got soup up there, I think. Food guesser? Yes, this is food guesser. You basically based on ingredients and where you think this is from, you guess what country it's from. There's a lot of tech here. I'm better at this than I am at GeoGuessr, but we'll see how good I am today. The daily game's quick. There's only like a few rounds, so we'll just go ahead and get this out of the way before we play some GeoGuessr. Okay, so this is the dish. Rice, oil, onion, salt, water, pepper, tomatoes, sardines in play. Sizzling oil, often accompanied by onions, tomatoes, sometimes eggs or salted fish. Ooh, okay. Europe. Going Europe, Northern Europe, maybe. Or like, I don't know. That plating's weird, though. And we do have rice, so not Northern Europe. No. We have rice. Not Northern Europe. Not Northern Europe. Unless it's modern. Wait, fried plantains. Fried plantains. This. Ooh, you know what? Let me start South America. Okay, cold, but not cool, which means we're maybe in the Caribbean, maybe Mexico. Throw Mexico. Ice cold. Anguamo. Okay, that is island, maybe. Oceania? Filipino? You think? Yeah, Filipino. We could try. Hard, rough start. Ice cold on Filipino, too. I mean, Anguamo doesn't sound like it. It wouldn't be ice cold if it was Indonesia. Philippines too close. So it's something else. Plantains. Okay, not Mexico. They're all ice cold. Brazil's only cold, though, and it's saying east, which means this is Africa now. Maybe North Africa? Hawaii. You think Hawaii? No, Anguamo. This is Africa. I should have realized that. This is coast. Let me try, like, Ivory Coast. Ooh, okay. Okay, one guess left. Ivory Coast borders. Let's go. East, south. Come on. Yeah. It's Ghana. I should have. Usually, what I do for Africa. Yes, Ghana. Usually what I do for Africa is if there's an ingredient I don't recognize the name of, I'm like, it's Africa. That usually works out pretty well. But hey, Minty, we're just doing a quick round to warm up a food guesser first. Glutinous rice. Very glutinous. Mung beans. That is banana leaves. This is maybe Filipino, actually. Banana leaves, rice, mung beans. That's an Asian crop, I believe. I think this is Philippines. Warm. Okay. Indonesia, Malaysia? Nope. That is Viet. Yep. Okay. Ooh, what do we got here? Coconut milk. Every time I see it, I end up going Philippines a lot, but trust me, there's a lot of Filipino drinks in here. But I don't think this one is. This is cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, sugar, egg yolks. Wait, this is just eggnog, isn't it? But with coconut milk? Holiday beverage. India. Coconut's more Thai. We tried Thailand. This one's tough, though. Yeah. This one's tough. Ground cinnamon, nutmeg. Oh, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, maybe Southeast Asia. Good Xmas drink. Yeah. Coconut milk's really throwing me. Let's throw a first guess out in like, Let's just go first guess India. See where we go from there. Okay, that is ice cold. So we're nowhere close. So, interesting. And it's saying northwest of India. And it's ice cold. So that would put it in Europe. Or like Russia or something. That's weird. I just wouldn't expect a European drink to use coconut milk. Because otherwise I'd say like, oh yeah, this is like a German or like a French like Christmas thing. But maybe, why would there be coconut milk? It's a traditional beverage too. It's not new. It would be like Middle East. I feel like it wouldn't be ice cold if it was Middle East on India though. That'd be too close. It'd be cold. We should go Turkey. See what happens from there. No, it's ice cold. Coquita. Oh my God. It's South America again. Or Central America. Okay, so Mexico. Mexico's cool. Now we're south. Give me Venezuela. We lose this one. It was Puerto Rico. That's hard. Specific Puerto Rico is really hard. That's a toughie right there. Oof. Yeah, we bombed, actually. We super bombed compared to yesterday. Yesterday, we were at, like, usually 13Ks or 12Ks. We bombed that one real bad. Should I scrandle real quick? What's the daily scrandle looking like? Nah, we can scrandle another time. All right, let's get into some GeoGuessr, huh? There is music actually on GeoGuessr. So what I'm going to do here is once we pick our map, because this is where in the world is Sclimbo, I'm going to get in the middle of the screen and see if that doesn't block anything. Because it's going to be like, where am I standing, you know? It's going to be cute. Was that supposed to be Toad in the Hole? Could be. Yo, Melfi, actually, do you know Scrandle? Scrandle is a game where you have to compare, like, sports food. It's really good. Hey, Mune, as a yummy snack.
Because
because I enjoy it. Have you seen Scramble before? It's where you have to compare like sports game food. It's really yeah, check this out, Malfi. You'll appreciate this probably. That's Food Guesser. That was, I just closed that tab, right? Yeah. So Scrandle, the idea behind it is you have to guess which one is preferable of like sports food at stadiums. So it's usually like UK a lot. So it's a fun game and there's a lot of slop involved, but we usually play that on Thursdays. We'll do GeoGuessr today. But hi, Malfi. We're in the world of Sclimbo, San Diego. Okay, do we want to start local? Do I want to start world? What is an arbitrary world? GeoGuessr is really hard. Let me just give like a PSA first on GeoGuessr and how it works for everyone who's never played it before. Got a Scotch pie and a roll. It's what you eat at games. We did see that yesterday, yeah. Friday Scrandle's always themed. So here's the thing, right? GeoGuessr very much has a meta. GeoGuessr is scary. Hey, Vamp. I'm glad to see you here. How you doing? So it very much has a meta that I don't know. Because here's the thing. This is based on Google API data, right? And Google Maps. So there's a meta to like the shadow of the Google car can help tell you what hemisphere and country you're in. Road signs and like markings on signage tend to tell you exactly where you are and stuff. So all the people who are really good at it, like Rainbolt, for example, they memorize all that stuff. So if they see a pole, if they see a type of line in the road, they know exactly where they are. I like to play completely based on vibes. So I like to play completely based on vibes and flora, fauna, signage, like language, obviously, but mostly vibes. And that's how I have more fun playing it. So we're not playing meta. We're not point chasing. All of you here in chat, feel free to contribute, basically. All of you can feel free to contribute. I think it's Nigeria, where behind the Google car is a police car. Yeah, this meta's like that. Like the only thing I do know meta-wise is there's a certain sign in Hokkaido. That's only in Hokkaido in Japan. But that's because I played a lot of Japan GeoGuessr, trying to get better at it. So let's just start with world and see where we're going to go from there. I think community world might be a little too hard. Is there a nice, easier one to begin on? That's the meta. Because there's a bunch of community ones that are like really good. Balanced Brazil, AI generated world. That's AI chooses where. Arbitrary US competitive world. I saw the sign too. Ooh, actually, I saw the signs usually pretty fun. Locations with the name of the place visible in front of you. That's probably a little too easy. Let's just go ahead and do community maps. Unless there's like a daily campaign. No, we can do community world. This one's like super, super famous. 17 million plays. So want to play, but I don't want to pay. Yeah, no, you can play vicariously through mine right now if you want, Malfi, because we're gonna community source these answers. I never knew there was so much GeoGuessr. There's a lot. You can play this forever. It's a fun game. All right, let's start on community world and get going here. Oh, geez. Okay, so let me put myself. I think it's gonna be funny if for this I'm over here. Because it's like, hey, where's Sclimbo? Where am I? All right, let's find out, everyone. That way I don't block the map in the bottom right either. So theoretically, this should be a pretty solid setup. We'll see if I block anything. Vicariously, yeah. All right, where the hell are we? So we can move around. I'm giving myself leeway here to move around. Where is Sclimbo today? Yeah, where in the world is Sclimbo today? Hey, hey. Where is the Sumerian fertility idol treasure located? This looks like Mars. Red sand means desert. Yeah, I mean, this is very much a desert. Arizona, we can't jump to anything in particular, though, because this is literally the entire world. For all we know, this could be spine of Chile and Peru. For all we know, this is like Chile and Peru's spine. This could be like, I don't know, just a barren somewhere in the Middle East, right? Afghanistan, not a bad guess. Let's look at shrubbery and see if we can guess anything based on that. Thanks for the follow, VTuber toe sucker. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. This could be Mars. Found you? No, no, no. You're gonna DM me a hint, Malfi? No, because I'm too scared to open my DMs right now. I feel like if I touch anything, stream explodes. So we got a pit over there. That's pretty cool. How are you doing today, Toe? You were recommended to me? Oh, that's scary. That's super threatening. Okay, so we have no paved road, though. No paved road, no signage. So this is really out there. This could be like Australia, outback. Honestly, this could be... I see Table Mountains out. Ooh, what do we got here? That is a tire. Yeah. No. You can put it here, Malfi. If you got a hidden, put it here. Absolutely. Everyone, feel free to guess as well. Everyone can guess. We're doing this together. This is a group endeavor here, everybody. Sclimbo be schmoovin'. I'm teleporting around. This is my flash step. Right? I make the tweep sound like in DBZ, like, you know? Sun placement shows if it's southern or northern hemisphere. Oh, I know. I just don't know how the sun works. And directions are hard, so I haven't thought about that. Mongolia's a maybe. They do look like mesas in the US, but we got to be careful. There's a whole world out there. This is a team building exercise. Why don't we throw a US South and see what happens? Yeah, I know the directions are on screen, but then I don't know how hemispheres work. I have a geography degree. Don't trust me to know geography. I only have a degree in it. I only have an entire degree in it, but don't trust that to like matter at all. Hey Vera, how you doing today? One day we'll see a landmine in one of these. Well, there's a lot of tires on the side of the road here, which is interesting because I tend to see that as a, hey, Appleline, welcome in. Hold on. Is this Detroit? Very much not. How you doing, Appleline? Thanks for the raid, everyone. We got an Apple raid. Let me give a shout out. Appleline02. How'd your stream go? What were you up to? Get your protein, get your rest if you got it. We are playing some GeoGuessr. Community source GeoGuessr. First one's kind of hard right away, though. Hope you're enjoying your voyage. We're just getting started. This is the first one. Let me just throw out like American Southwest and just say like, yeah, you know, I don't think so. No, I'm going to take it. I'm going to say that this is not, just based on the amount of tires on the side of the road and the lack of pavement. I'm going to say this is not the United States. Could be other places. I'm just going to throw out a Middle East. I'm going to say this is like Iraq, Iran here. Oh, baby. Not bad. Not bad. That was UAE. Not bad. That's outside Dubai right there. Not bad. Not bad. Was playing Valo, Repo, and League. That is the trifecta right there. Welcome in. Hope you have a good time. Hope you're not too tilted from any of those. It's the green tint on the hill is throwing me entirely. Yeah, that's why I kind of went Middle East, honestly, because Middle East is a lot more green than you think. So when it's like mid-desert, I'm like, maybe. The tires on the side of the road really sold me on not United States, though. Got the right region of the world. Yeah, just, you know, only half points still. But that's okay. I'm bad. At least region's good. That looks like the United States. This is very much the United States. Jordan Road. Wait. Jordan Drive and wait, never mind. Johnson Cress. Cress. It looks like the US almost definitely, but I've never seen Cress. Wait, where was it? It was outside Dubai. Is Dubai chocolate good, by the way? I keep wanting to buy it, but it's like $5 per bar, so I don't. I mean, this is the United States. I've just never seen the US use Cress. Looks like Ohio. Could be a Southeast US thing. It's definitely US. That's like a US yield sign. And these are definitely US homes. Let's take a look at the foliage. Georgia. Georgia's not a bad guess. I'm sure we can like glean license plate info here. Welcome. That is yeah, it's got to be US. Alabama, spacing of the house, very US. The trees, let me do some foliage analysis here. Canada, I think it could be Canada. I'm not seeing anything that tells me Canada. I bet we can even find a flag on one of these like houses. Actually, the lack of flags could be a hint that we're not in the United States. But let's keep looking. We can move around. I'm giving myself an easy start here. Haha! Good call, Canada. I was gonna say there would be more flags here if this was the United States. I got you. I got you. This is Canada. But specifically, I mean, every Canadian thing is on the border, right? So now do we guess west or east? I'd say east. I think this is a suburb outside Montreal or Toronto. Split the difference. 477 kilometers away. Let's go. Let's go! Not bad. This is how we play GeoGuessr, baby. All right. I'll take that. Yeah. Mississauga in Toronto. So it's a little west, but I would have never been able to do that. That was a banger, actually. We kind of killed it there. All right. Let's take a look. I love GeoGuessr so much. This sort of puzzle is the type of puzzle I enjoy. Use like geography context clues. Look at architecture. Look at people. Look at... Ooh, this is not the United States. What are we looking at here? Look at that lattice structure. Road. All right, let's see what side of the road they're driving on. Let's look at some signage. See if we can see any languages. 50, that's a kilometers marker. That is... I can't read it, but it looks English. Or at least it's using Roman lettering. 50 kilometers. It could be Caribbean. I could see Caribbean. Let's see if we feel ocean vibes. Oh my god, is that a military truck? Nice little estate here. The weather looks UK. Well, just because it's overcast, let's not rush to conclusions. You're probably right, though. 7th Street. Okay. I don't want to say it's Hawaii. I'm getting maybe island vibes, though, but I don't know. These trees, I'm not familiar with them. Immediate UK vibes. This is not the UK. I'd be willing to say that much. I'm willing to say it's not the UK. We should look around more at types of vehicles here. Yeah. Look at that vehicle. That is like a Hilux or something. That is not a United States vehicle. Definitely not UK. No, this is like Mediterranean or Eastern Europe, like Balkans or something. Yeah, this is, they do have lawns. You have a point there. Could be NZ. I don't know what NZ looks like, but it very well could be. This might be like Balkans. You have a good point, Etu. There's no mountains. Yeah. Actually, no mountains is really good. Good point. Yeah, taste the grass. Hey, Stellar. Taste the grass, that'll tell us. No mountains. We do have, like, American pickups, though. Yeah, this is literally a 4x4, but it's a BT50. Maybe it's, like, US Virgin Islands, something weird like that. What does this say? Give way. Okay, we are in English. Hey, Yomi, what's up? Yeah, doxing right now. Guam? Could be Guam. Guam's not a bad guess. It doesn't look tropical enough, I don't think. Hold on, let me move around a little more. I don't think this is tropical enough. Philippines? I don't know enough, but I don't think so. We do have a palm tree, so we know we're at least in that sort of weather, which makes sense. How is GeoGuessing? I identify as a rock and call it Zach's rock, so I have a unique rock now. Yo, nice. Nice, Zach. Philippines, North American, Florida. When in doubt, Florida. But I don't know. No, there's two. I mean, we're in kilometers, so it's not Florida. Puerto Rico, I think they still use miles per hour, don't they? I've seen stuff like this in Florida, South Carolina. Me too, but it's using kilometers. So we need to read something. Hold on. Let's go here. There's a sign. What does it say? For sale. Okay. Santa. What does that say? Not Puerto Rico. Yeah, it's not anything US. No, this is weird. This is like New Zealand or an island or something like that. Look at these poles too. Or Caribbean. This looks Australia, New Zealand. There is palm trees. You know what? Let's go NZ. Let's start New Zealand. Let's just throw New Zealand, see what happens. Okay, it was Southern Australia. That's tricky. Good try, though. Good try. Okay, we have some elevation here. This looks European right off the bat. European, Turkey, maybe. Russia. Let's look around. We weren't that far off. We're kind of getting there. Or just a part in the US. Also, just based on the vehicles, maybe it's just somewhere in the US. Sclimbo guesser. Yeah, hey, Duntham, welcome. This is one of my favorite things to do on stream, so I love doing this with everyone. It's constant conversation because we're always just trying to guess the next thing. Maine? You want to go that hardcore? No, that is a... Hold on. That flag, what is that? Why is my name Gray? I'm not sure. Parts of Oregon? What is that flag? It looks like Canada, but... Is it a Canadian flag? I guess the maple leaf is like kind of like it's flowing in the wind, so you can't really tell. Yeah, so this is then probably Canada. I do agree with that. Yeah, let's see if we can read one of the signs here. Anstey's Lane looks Canadian. Yeah, yep. Which means that, J-Ray, you weren't too far off with the main idea. Yeah, because this is like forest. We do have pines here. I never took geography. Hey, me neither. Looks like we're on a bay. Okay. Bill ride. This is a bay. Yeah, this is definitely a bay. Do we see fishing trawlers? Maybe. It looks like a bay, not a lake, but I might be wrong about that. But this looks more like bay marshy than lake. And so does some of the foliage. East Coast Canada, I kind of agree. Yeah. Let's throw it again, like right in here. All right, that's tough. Yeah, it's Newfoundland. That's tough. But yeah, those are tugboats. All right, what do we got here? Just got a road. Let's take a look at the signage. At least we're getting pretty close most of these. We're learning information. Hello. Can't read that. Language helps a lot. We have a kilometers and a temporary sign. English is being used here. We have kilometers. We have left side driving. New left side driving, stop sign, kilometers. Okay. That's information. Yeah, we're getting in the right like area climate-wise, at least. That's all I care about. As long as I'm in the right like latitude, you know? Or longitude. Kilometers. Kilometers. Oh no, the trees. Yeah, this one's tough. I actually don't have any familiarity with this sort of environment. It's one of the colonies. Man. A lot of mountains. This could be like Eastern Europe, maybe? We need more. We need more. There was English, though. It wasn't Cyrillic or anything. It looks a little... I don't think this is the UK. I mean, these little fences on the side here make me think maybe, but do you think it's Scotland? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. England or Ireland, left side and metrics. I mean, you're right. Yeah, and then we have gravel road. If anyone recognizes signs, that should tell you. That should tell you. I don't recognize these trees. This could be Scotland, Ireland, up north or something. Like towards... Oh, what is that? Is that a palm tree? Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Is that a palm tree? Not Scotland. Mountainous SoCal. California can be deceptive, but we are in kilometers. We are in kilometers. Wait a second, though. If that's a palm tree, there's a shot that this is actually tropical. And it's tricking us, and this is like a Southeast Asian country. What if this is Philippines? I don't know all the trees. I mean, we do have pine trees, though, don't we? It really can't be. Southeast... Maybe it's Vietnam? No, it's English, so Philippines... Oh, man. I have no idea on this one. Could even be a region of China. But they had like a rural English road sign, so I don't think it's China. Let's take a look at some houses. Get down here. Look at the road better. Could be in Aussie land. We could actually be in Aussie land. Take a look at the houses. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, that's tropical. Okay. And we have a vehicle like this. Could be Caribbean, yeah. I'm getting really thrown. Falklands? I'm just so thrown because I'm seeing like tropical trees clearly, but also that pig. What does that say? But also there's definitely like pine trees here. Definitely some East Moroccan CO2. I'm lying. Doge. Egg. Yeah, far south, not Detroit. What if this is New Zealand? What if this is New Zealand? What if this is New Zealand? Let's do that. All right. All right. Not bad. Not bad, huh? Spot on. Tricky. Not today, though. That's not bad. I mean, only half points. This game's really hard. But yeah. As I said, one of the colonies. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess you're right. North Island, not South. Pretty damn close. Yeah, I don't know. New Zealand's tricky. So when I see something really out of place, I'm like, that might be New Zealand. All right, what do we got here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got Spanish. Uh-oh. So here's the thing, everybody. I'm going to warn you right now. Just like with VTuber, I have zero information about South America, Latin America. So if there's Spanish, we're basically cooked. Because in my mind, I cannot tell the difference between South American regions. And South America is a really big continent. So is Central America part of it, right? So I am cooked, basically. Spanish is in play. It's over for us. We are cooked. This is just like VTuber. This becomes Guess Brazil. But maybe we can pick up some hints here. Yeah, if there's any knowers in chat, that'd be great. I don't know anything about Latin America, unfortunately. You think Central? What makes you think Central over South? Oh, hold on, hold on. La Esperanza, La Vive Digital. Esperanza, that's a thing, right? National Fiber. Okay, fiber optics program. Esperanza. I don't know what that is. Usado Internet Para Progressar. South America. Yeah, I like understand what that means vaguely because there's a lot of similarities to English, but the Hope? The Hope. Is this one of the 5 South American countries founded by what's his name? What's his name? Hold on, hold on. This should tell us the answer, actually. Turple. Who knows? All right, who knows in chat what this is? This is a gas station. Probably will tell us exactly what country we're in. I just don't know what it is. Maybe Detroit, or is it? Could be Central. Do we have any people from that region who know what gas station this is? That's the easiest way to tell. Okay. This. Umpra, let's see. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if we recognize the gas station, that'd be really helpful. It's not Central America, Venezuela, Colombia. All right, let's go up there. It's South American gas station. Okay. Cuba. Let's just go Colombia, Venezuela, near mountain coast, or Ecuador, like up here. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Good call. Good call. Too green to be Detroit. Oh, wow. That's a lot of nothing. Okay. Single road out in... This looks like Death Stranding, so that maybe this is Iceland. This also might be Scotland. This looks like it could be like fjord type stuff. Norway, even. This feels like home. Yeah, this might be Scotland. This could be fjord, Scotland, hell. It could be hell, too. Car has a logo on it. ISPCA. Wait, what is that's something. The ISPCA, isn't that something? That's like, isn't that a humanitarian organization for like animals or something? ISPCA. This is Narnia. This looks like Scotland. Highlands, I would say. I've been there before. Yeah, I'm going Scotland, hard call. Could also be Northern Ireland, but I'm going to go hardcore call like Highlands, Scotland here. It was Northern Ireland. Damn. RSPCA. ISPCA would be Ireland. Damn. I should have waited a second. Kind of close, though. Kind of close, though. Ireland. Uh-oh. No, wait. That is a language. That is not Spanish. This is... What language? This... Indonesian? I don't think that's Tagalog. That might be Indonesian. Yeah, Indonesian or Malaysian. For sure, Southeast Asia. Not Tagalog. Rupees? RP's rupees? Wait, we're in rupees? Wait a second. Is it actually rupees? Oh my god, it is rupees. Wait. Okay, if it's rupees, but we're using English, wouldn't that mean that we're not in India, but... Oh, god. Does Bangladesh use, like, English lettering? Flag down the road. You saw flags? Up in the trees. Hold up. Ayo. Good catch. I don't know what that is. That could be regional. That's Indonesian? Okay. Okay. Go Indonesia. Looks like we're in the mountains. Polish flag. Indo? Yeah, let's go Indo. Not bad. I probably should have gone more to the coast. I don't know if much is happening in the central Indonesia. You can tell from city names? Yeah, good point. Tropical island. Maybe. Let's look at the ground. Ooh. Oh, okay. Turn Polish upside down, it becomes Indonesian. Good to know. Yeah, I didn't know they used rupees. I was getting thrown off there. Are these rice patties? Maybe. Maybe. I'd say Southeast Asia immediately is my first thought. Maybe Hawaii. Could be Hawaii, Southeast Asia. Yeah, it feels Southeast Asia. There's a lot of Southeast Asia too. Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Clothing. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Is that... that jersey color. That jersey color, though. That should tell us something, right? Brazilian color. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. This is Brazil. This is secretly Brazil. And it's a dirt road, too. Let me go, like, here. Oh, no! I should have realized that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Brazilian soccer fan in Philippines. That's tricky. You're right. It was just a fan of Brazil. Oof, we got super bad there. Okay, we have a city this time. This should give us a lot of info. We could probably get this pretty easy. Let's do it. Okay. Asia. Korea. South Korea. Now we can get more granular. Where are we in South Korea? This is South Korea, but what city are we in? My first thought was Japan, so that makes sense that we're pretty close. It's another Filipino language. It's not Tagalog or Cebuano. You'd rate how manly those places are. They're all pretty manly. Busan, you think? I don't know my South Korea very well. I only know Japan. Sun Grill. I mean, we know we're in South SK, so that's not too bad. Ooh, what's that? That's identifying information. No, there's no Google Maps in North Korea. There's a few countries we know it's not because they don't run there. Like, the vehicles don't run there. We have Guansol, Gil, and those are street names. Let's go into SK. Where are you? All right, SK Airport. Maybe there's a city name somewhere if we look around. I don't know if they use English. Oh, what's that say? Oisan? That a thing? Osan. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's a city name and it's a hotel for that city. That sounds somewhat familiar, maybe. Gwangju. Small territory. Southwest Korea? Yeah, why don't we go down here? Oof. Was it a city name? No, it wasn't. It was up there, but still pretty close. Not bad. I mean, getting South Korea off, that's pretty easy. It's the language. So, not the hardest thing in the world. What do we got here? Interesting. This could be a few things. This looks a little bit like New England to me. This looks a little bit like home. but it also could be like Norway or something. I know they use these multicolored houses a lot. Yeah, I was gonna say this is Scandinavian or New England. One of the two. Let's take a look at signage and roads. Ooh, actually, I'm leaning Scandinavia. Very much leaning Scandinavia. Look at how many colored houses there are. Let's take a look at the signage. That'll tell us. Okay, yep, meters. We're in meters. Yep. Okay. So this is somewhere in Northern Europe. And we have so many colored barns. This has to be like Norway or something. Hold on. Yup. All right. Denmark, Sweden. Let's do it. I will go outside Oslo. Hey, how about that? Outside Oslo, 159 kilometers. How about that? We rock it. Whoa. Hello, Middle East. Or Caucasus. Or China. Western China. Or South America. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Detroit. It's Detroit. We have a compound here. Interesting. What do these buses say? Soro Turismo, VIP. Mudenka. What? That's they. Can't read that. Very dry. Incredibly dry. Diana Tours. Porco. Don't think China has Street View. Oh, you know what? I guess I've never seen a place in China. This is multiple continents at once. Hey, Severus, what's up? Diana Tours. Ah, geez. All right. Yeah, we got Spanish. Okay. Ah, geez. Well, I guess I'm... Mexico, desert, Dakar. Wait, really? Dakar, huge hint. I mean, Dakar is a place, but that is Spanish, correct? Antes, Dakar. Southern Argentina. Yeah, we're definitely in desert South America here, maybe. Sky is up. You're right. I guess we just have to throw it somewhere in desert Argentina. All right, not bad. It was Bolivia, though. Did someone say Bolivia? Pepe, you kind of killed it there, actually. Damn, Pepe got that one. Coast. South Shore boat launch. Okay, well, that's easy. South Shore of what, though? English. Soul Reed, yeah. Day use. What does that say? It says Grep something lake. Provincial. But it's provincial. Canadian lake, maybe? Provincial Canadian lake. Let's look for kilometers. That would make sense with the foliage. And we are on South Shore of a lake. Well, hold on. Wait a sec. If we're on South Shore of a lake, wouldn't that just mean that we're in a South Shore of a Great Lake, maybe? I mean, look how big this thing is. Evergreens. Yeah, looks Canadian. Let's take a look at the signage, see if we can figure out if it's Northern US or Southern Canada. That is... I mean, I've seen those in the US. Are we dry? Yeah, I mean, the driving side wouldn't matter. Let's see. Street sign. Tell me where we are. Caring for Alberta. Alrighty. This is Alberta, right? Yeah, South Shore, Alberta of a lake. So that's a lake. What lake is this? Lake Lesser Slave Lake? That's what they called it? Damn. All right, hold on. We can find a better one there. South Coast Viewpoint. It was a G. It was a G. Definitely a G. So what lake has a G in Alberta? That is a crazy name, yep. Nope. It was a G. The lake's name was a G. Purcell? I could... Maybe. Let me just throw it then, because I know it's somewhere in here, and there's more lakes down here. It was up there. Okay, what was that lake? That's a small lake. Damn. We wouldn't have found that. Sounds like something you find in Elden Ring. Kind of, actually. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I love this. I have so much fun with this, you guys. I'm sure you can tell. All right. Ooh, what is this sign? I've never seen that before. The evil car and the red car. And then what is that foliage? Ooh, what are those trees? Have you ever seen the global rat distribution map? No. Euro sign, do you think? In which case, this is like Mario Kart icon. Is that a Euro sign? Yeah, we do have kilometers. Oh, no, we don't. That's just, it is a Euro sign. All right, we have small stone hedges. Eastern? Are we feeling Eastern Europe? I don't believe this is giving France. This is giving something else. Language. Hey, okay. Okay. We got Spanish. That is, no, wait. No, wait. That's not Spanish. There's a mark on that C. That's, the mark on the C is Turkish, isn't it? Portugal? That's Portugal? Okay. That's Portugal. All right. I thought the mark on the sea, that little like mark on the sea made it was a Turkish thing. I guess we just Portugal. Not bad. 98 kilometers. Good guess. I wouldn't have gotten that. I saw it was Spanish, but I second guessed myself on Turkey. Very open. What do we got? That is orangery. Sounds like a European language, but we'll see. Could be also be Spanish. Wedgwood Guest Farm. Leffel Ouvrod. Leffel Ouvrod. French. Westwood Guest Farms. But it's kind of dirty. Like deserty. I mean, like dirt as in not gross, but dirt-y. This doesn't look like France to me unless... Is this like French border? Wait, no. French language does not mean France. It means African French colony, potentially. This is definitely Detroit. This could be an African former colony. Is what this could be. Let's not get... Do not get baited. Do not get baited. Ivory Coast. Oh, God. Who uses English in Africa? Looks very European. I don't know. This does not feel like Europe to me. Unless it's like... The problem is, I would see this as being in Italy or Greece, maybe. But the language doesn't support that idea. I don't think. Unless... Hold on. Let me double look at that language. South Italy. Is that Italian? It could be. Actually, that could be Italian. That could be Italian. This could be Southern Italy. I've been to this area. I've been to Italy before, and it's... I've seen things that look like this, but this could also be Africa. It's tough, right? Because Italy's kind of close. Kind of close. Could be northern Tunisia, as far as we know. Could be down here. Could be Palermo. I don't think that it's Sicily. You think French islands? Oh, God. I guess let me throw Italy. Let me throw southern Italy. It's kind of open, though. I don't know. I don't like that, actually. It's a little too open for southern Italy. There are mountains, and they're like half bare. I've seen mountains that look like that in both Greece and Italy. But that could be anything on this. Yeah, mountains and plains. There are some plains over here. That was South Africa. Oof. Oof. 57 points. South Africa's kind of hard. All right. Speaking of desert. Yeah, it's just like food guesser. South Africa is really hard because it's like culturally removed from the rest, but it's very far away. It's hard to get it sometimes. Shrubland, deserty, very low. Dirt roads. Yeah, Dutch explains the French and English signs. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. Too many plants, not Detroit. You're right. Australia, maybe. Let's be careful, though. This could also be Savannah. Not Georgia. I mean, like, this could be African Savannah. This is where you catch Houndoom, potentially. This is Mesa in Minecraft. Yeah, I kind of like Australia, actually. Is that a regular show reference? I mean, only a little. Whoa! Ooh, look at that ground. You know what? Maybe it is Australia. We got nothing. We got nothing here. Bushes. Yes, it's Australia. I mean, it could be a million other things. This could be South America. This could be Africa. This could be even parts of Asia, but probably not. This could be islands. Australia is a good guess. I guess I'm just going to have to go for that. I don't think we're gleaning anything else here. But let's go out of the way, Australia. So, west side. Up back. That was, in fact, Botswana. Damn. You could do a decent Mordecai. Maybe. I don't know. Let me drink. Yeah, that's tough. Africa. Ooh, what is this? Tower. Never seen that before. Kilometers. Wobber. We got a train. Okay. We're not in North America. There's a train. Cell tower. It's something. That sign's pretty bold. I've never seen it before. The like bold version of the US sign. The bridge is old. We're in kilometers. Does Mexico use kilometers? This could be Mexico. I don't think it's Canada. I think it's too dry. Unless it's like summer. Oh, yeah, no. Look, this is desert. This is desert. This is desert. Yes? Okay. This could be Mexico straight up. Very possible this is Mexico straight up. It's still fairly green. We have kilometers. Everywhere but the US. Saguaro. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, Nuevo Leon. I think this is Mexico. I agree. I agree. And it's green, Mexico. Let's go in there. Like you said. Whoa! 40 kilometers! Crazy Fleffel. You were right. It was Nuevo Leon. You were so right on that one. Woo! Woo! Okay, we got to go to ads, so we're going to take a 4-minute break to disable pre-rolls, everyone. Everyone go stretch, go pee-pee, get a drink. I will be right back in 4 minutes. I'm going to keep going. We're going to keep going, all right? There's no sepia. Yeah, there's no sepia tones in Mexico. Fake news. Can't be it. Can't be it. All right, everyone, I will be right back. Stick with it, and we're going to keep playing, and then maybe move to some different areas, too. BRB. BRB. All right, welcome back, everyone. It's time to lock in for more guessing. How we doing? Thanks for sticking with me through the ads and all that jazz. Hopefully you got some like fitness stuff or something, but let's rock. I think we're on a, good streak for this one. So it'll be Ohio next. Who knows? If we see a guy with black shorts, a tank top, and a bad spray tan, it's most likely Jersey. Could be. That's old Jersey though. Bussin' nuts. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. All right, let's do it. Whoa. Okay, this will be easy actually. Salihi, Carly, Camblale, Lishkinga. Ooh, boy. Yeah, this must be Detroit. These look like Detroit names to me. Mm-hmm. No, we can figure this out purely from that. Let's look at the language. Ah! Oh no. You turned me into a monster. Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for the streak, Sand. How you doing? I guess we're here now. Hold on, let me make myself a little smaller if I'm going to have this model on screen. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Okay. Gah! Me too. Is that Turkey? Maybe, actually. That looks like Turkish, kind of, doesn't it? I think Turkey might... Let's see if we can find any of those cities. I kind of like Turkey. I like Turkey here. African content immediately. No, we're not in Africa, I don't think. No, that's Sclim, true. That looks like Turkish to me. Because look, it has that thing on the sea that I mentioned before, but it's the right one this time. We just need to find any of these areas in Turkey. I think that's where we are. Let's see. Yeah, this looks... Yep, okay, so there's a sea. See, look, it's the same sea on Quorum there. This is for sure Turkey. 100%. Which means we can get pretty granular if we find the areas. Any of these names. Carly, they're small is the problem. Looks like they're small cities or small towns. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Then I guess I'll just do a guess for the sake of time right around there. All right. 390 kilometers. Not bad. Ooh, what do we have here? I don't know that road sign, but I'm sure somebody does. Ooh, sign. Severus, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. What do we got here? There's nothing on that sign. Oh, boy. Ooh, look in the distance there. What are those? It's like a facility or something. It's Vegas. Actually, is that could be like a military base? Hell yeah, blank sign. Camps. Could be a military base. Could also be oil field. Look at that. Kilometers. All right, this could be an oil field, actually. Arizona, Vegas. Now we're in kilometers. What's that? There's a plane in the air near an airport. Area 51. Does it say something? Okay, we're near an airport. That must be the airport then. So that's airport guide lights. Airplane coming in or taking off right over there. Okay, we're in kilometers. Big signs. See, that would make me think United States, but kilometers is here. This is Middle East. Yep, that looks like Arabic, doesn't it? Right there. Yep. Okay, Middle East, near an airport. I want to get over to that road and read that. That'll tell us everything. I don't think we can jump over there. Or maybe we can. Yeah, Arabic. Okay, so we know we're Middle East. Middle East, we are near an airport. Let's see if we can cross. Unfortunately, this is going to be hard. Saudi Arabia or UAE? I don't think we can cross this road. We're going to have to look for an alternate sign on this side. Or try and read it from over here, which is not going to happen. Okay. Damn, I wish I was on the other road. This is pretty hard, actually, to get specific, but yeah, it's just a turn off. Oh, wait, can we... let me over there? Looks like I can. No, okay. So we just have to guess. Yeah, okay, so Arabic. Could be Egypt. Right? I mean, there's a lot of things it could be. So, we do want to be near an airport. UAE, Saudi Arabia. A good question here would be what countries actually allow Google Street View. I'm not sure. So we're probably near a capital, outside of a capital if we have an airport. Possibly. I don't know what a lot of this is going to look pretty similar to me, though. It could be Syria. Actually, Jordan does too. I think we'd know if it was Syria, because I think, hold on, we'd be able to see evidence that it's Syria, if you know what I mean, from recent times. That 37, I can't read any of that, unfortunately. Birmingham, could be. Let's see, UAE, Jordan does too. Lebanon, Syria, Iran. I don't think it's Syria. I think it's like, God. You know what? I kind of feeling Kuwait. I'm kind of feeling Kuwait. Let me go Kuwait here. Okay, not Kuwait, but it was Qatar. But it was right there. It was right there. Hey, Soup, what's up? Did you know that a good portion of the population finds it incredibly difficult to pronounce rough 2 times in a row? Rough? Why? That's easy. Wait. Oh. God damn it. No. Come on. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. Hook, line, and sinker. Come on. All right. Well, you know what? Just focus up, all right? Well, I know where we are. We're in Ghana. We're in Church of Christ, Ghana. Presbyterian Church of Ghana. In Amasaman. That's easy. Okay. Figured out. Locked in. Where's Amasaman? I wonder where we are. I wonder where we are. Almost as bad as not being aware of the Mind Goblin. No, I know that one. I know that trick. It's Mind Goblin, the naughty word. Haha. All right, what do we got over here? I don't know where Amasaman is, but it's somewhere in Ghana, so we'll go there. Cool. Of course it's near the coast. Are we sure it's not Philippines? We did okay that time, actually. I'm sure it's not Philippines. Now this, however, look at that. Asian. Is this? Ooh, this is Japan. I think this is Japan. Yeah, it is. All right, let's do it. We're in Japan. I'm in. I'm in. Let's get granular. Is that GeoGuessr? Are we in West Virginia? Maybe. Okay. Now, again, to remind everybody, GeoGuessr Japan is incredibly hard. I have been everywhere in Japan, so I have a shot. There's a chance I can just get this. I've never been here, I don't think. Funny kanji buzzword. It's the hiragana that tips me off. I did get Japan, yes. But we're in world, and I got Japan. Okay, let's context clues. I know a lot about Japan geography, so we might be able to pull something out here. This is my second home, actually. Okay, it's fall. So fall is in play. We have foliage. That's unfortunately most of Japan, but not in some specific areas. Ghost town vibes, could be rural farming. It does look kind of abandoned, so in between major cities. Most likely, yeah, small town. Look at the foliage. Any mountain idea that we can get. Hold on. The sign probably told us exactly where we are. Stone, you don't see that very often. Yeah, it's rural Japan in fall, but that's everywhere in Japan outside of a city. That doesn't help us, unfortunately. I need a sign with a name on it, or I need to see a vista. Okay, here we go. That is a city. Okay, that's a city. Hold on, hold on. That's a decently sized city, too. And it's on a coast. Oh, I can get this. I can get this. Any landmarks you recognize? Maybe. Maybe. This kinda... Okay, hold on. I almost want to say, like, Okayama. I almost want to say Okayama, Fukuyama Karashiki area. Huge city across the water. And what's that? That's a mount, isn't it? That is a mountain directly in the middle of a city. Which is a few places, potentially. Do I see a railroad? A Shinkansen line anywhere? Do we see Shinkansen? It's coastal. Let me go down into the city. I want to just get this one. Probably going to let us go there. Yeah, let's go down into the city. I want to see some signs. Show me a name of a city that I can recognize. I can't read kanji, but I can read hiragana, sort of. And katakana. Oh, I want to see this sign right here. Come on. Show me that sign. I'm going to merge onto the highway aggressively so I can go look at that sign. Give me a moment. I want to cheat. I'm going to cheat. Give me a moment. Feeling Kyoto? I don't know. Japan's just so hard because it all does look the same outside of cities. Okay, hold on. There's, yeah, Hiroshima, 130 kilometers. I'm not far off. I'm not far off. See, there's Hiroshima, 130 kilometers. Maybe it is Okayama, Fukuyama. Or Yamaguchi. Yep. Okay, Kasaoka, Kamogata. This side? Am I right? Are we right outside of, like, Fukuyama? Takehara, Fuchu, Kumano, Kamogata, Kasaoka. I don't recognize those, unfortunately. Wherever they are, they're close. I didn't see the Shinkansen as well. We're on an inner... Which would mean, like, we're up here, maybe? Hiroshima. Let me go east Hiroshima, and then I'll go west of Hiroshima. What about up here? In the boonies. Okayama, I kind of agree. Maybe it's the other way, but I kind of like outside of Okayama, like right here. I'm just going to split the difference. Nice. Nice. 11 kilometers. Don't doubt me. Japan. That's like the best I've ever done in a random Japan town. I'm going to be honest. I feel really good there. Yeah, because there's Kamogata-cho right there. All right. Nice. Nice. We'll do Japan and see how bad I actually am afterwards. Because I'm very bad at it, actually. That was very lucky. Very lucky I recognized the city. Because I was like, wait a sec, on the coast like that, about that size? That looks like Okayama almost. The Gessler. Africa, you recognize the trees? Oh yeah, let me look at what this is. Is that... That is a lake. Sticking out the yacht for the Gessler. That's a lake, and that is for sure Africa-looking shrubbery. Or Australia, or New Zealand. Nah, maybe New Zealand. I don't know. There's a sign there. We have an English stop sign, but that could mean a lot of things. African foliage, English stop sign. That I want to read that, but I can't. We can't forget about Liberia as an option, because Liberia does use English as their official language. And yeah, I don't know who else does, though, is the problem. Baobab? Wait, you think those are baobabs? Wouldn't that mean it's specifically... Oh, I forget. They're only in one place, aren't they? Wouldn't that mean it has to be Australia or New Zealand? I didn't know if baobabs were also in Africa. The fat big ones? Yeah, I know what they look like. I just don't know where their range is. Okay, gazelle crossing. That's pretty... Yep. They have really thick trunks. Exclusive to Africa. English stop signs. Madagascar. Okay. I kind of want to say Liberia then if we have English, but that could be a few other places. You recognize them because of Minecraft? Let's see if we can look at a signage a little more clearly. 40, we have kilometers. 60. We have the 60 and the 08 are the roads we're on. What does the sign say? Okay, Australia is an option then. Okay. That's okay. We'll just use some... we'll use a secret unfair technique. Tree that way. Yeah, I guess so. Liberia, South Africa. We're going to use a secret technique, which is totally valid in GeoGuessr by looking at the people. There you go. Man's walking with the sign. I guess he is. Yeah, so... Ooh. Gazelle rules out Australia. Okay, so then we're definitely Africa. Let me just go Liberia then. See what's up. Although it is kind of... Hold on, where's Liberia exactly? It's in here, right? It's a little dry to be Liberia, actually. Maybe Madagascar? Bold guess, but I kind of like it. Let's do it. It was Botswana, right on the border. Whoa, directly on the border. We should have been able to see the border from there, actually. This is maybe United States. Maybe cornfields, United States. I believe we might be in the United States, folks. Green train. Yeah, Iowa. Immediate Iowa guess. Honestly, whenever it looks like this in the United States in GeoGuessr, it's specifically always right in here. Always right in here. Ohio. Let's just check that cross guard. Yeah, that is for sure the US. Mid-Ohio. The problem is, all of this looks like that. It could be Iowa. Could be Illinois. Could be Indiana. Could be Iowa. Yeah, any of it. It could be literally all of it. Midwest. Yep. I guess we just go Iowa, Illinois. Go here. See what's up. All right. All right. We're cooking. Hello, jungle. Oh, wow. Really dropped us in the middle here, huh? I guess I'll do my best. This is hard. This could be anywhere. Anywhere tropical. Vietnam. Who knows? Brazil. This is from a video game. Yeah, this is actually from... what's it called? Got the name of the game. Crisis. This is Crisis right now. Birmingham. Far Cry 4. Zombies. Yeah, this is Call of Duty Zombies, actually. Far Cry. Yep. Crisis. So it reminds me of Laos. You know what? You actually have a point here. I do agree with Mario. You can tell a place sometimes by the ground. And this is a very red dirt. I agree with Tropical Jungle Asia. I agree with that. I agree with that big time. Whenever you see this, it's like Vietnam, Laos, or something like that. I think this might be Vietnam, Laos. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I mean, we're going nowhere here, so we kind of just have to throw out a guess. Let's say Southeast Asia. Let's say Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, somewhere. Oh my God. Ooh, South America. South America. It's so hard. It's so hard. Just gets you. Gets you every once in a while. Real good. My greatest enemy in any geography game, South America. All right, what do we got here? Uh-oh. 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 Spanish speaking. Uh-oh. I'm going to Brazil. And we have barbed wire. Even better. Yeah. When an entire continent is hard to figure out. Okay. What is this? What do we have here? Anything? Whoa, V4 Mirai. What? No, V4A. That's something else. URL ended in com. Brazil doesn't speak Spanish, but it might look like Spanish to me. That's the difference. Okay. Brazil. Is it Brazil? You're going to guess Colombia? Let's take a look at the signs. We can figure out more here. Fresh. 300. Street art looks cool. It does. It does look really cool. Kind of nice. Brazil's Portuguese. I don't know if I'll be able to recognize the difference looking at the language. Alto. All right, stop means alto here. So that might tell us something. Is it Spanish or is it Portuguese? Spanish music school? Okay. Alto. There's a dude. He's got an iPod. I think alto's Portuguese? But it was a Spanish school. Alto or all go? Good question. What about mountains? Very green. I'm not going to get this one. I'm going to promise you that right now. Could be Mexico. Could be. Could be everything. That's the problem. Could be literally this entire continent. That's the problem. Except for the part that's desert. That's why it's hard. That's why I can't do it. You think Mexico? You have an iPod or a Zune? Enhance? You think South America? See, that's the problem. Is like we need more info here. Let's look around. I'm gonna not jump to conclusions and read some signs. All right, let's see. Technology, computadoras. Yeah, that's Spanish. Unless computadoras in both. That is Spanish. And there's a lot of barbed wire around. A lot of barbed wire around. Tiny little computer shop. Central America. Brazil says pare, not alto. Okay, so not Brazil. Let's just throw out Mexico then, I guess. Or like Central America. I like Colombia, actually. Nice, nice. Costa Rica, but fairly close. Fairly close. Thanks for the hint, Naris. That was actually super useful. Okay, train tracks. Kilometers. Solely level crossing. This is like the UK for sure, right? I remember seeing those train signs in the UK when I was there. Could also be Europe in general. But you saw your country? I mean, it's always possible. You can tell by how colorful the buildings are. No, that can help. What is the kilometer? Mainline depollution? Yeah, we're in the UK. We gotta be. This is for sure UK. But where? What part of the UK are we in? Kind of looks like straight up England. Kinda looks like straight up England. I'm venturing straight up England Central. But let's take a look around. Might be a sign. That is an actual station name, so that should just tell us the answer. Like that was... Someone might know that. Solely level crossing. That is a very small station. So, here. Yeah, this is the UK. Come on. This is England. This is straight up England. Let's just go outside Manchester. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Actually, was that over border? No, it's very much not. Point right at Clarkson's farm. Other parts outside England have the other language on signs. Yeah, yeah. Nottingham. We got it. Hello, you. Interesting city. Get some info here. Enhance. Oh no, is that Spanish? Please don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. What is this? Uh-oh. Aquatem Vivo. Yeah, Bancarisa. All right. Xerox. No, wait. Artao. It's Spanish. It's Spanish. Yeah, it's Spanish. Brazilian Portuguese? Is it? Yeah, Spanish. Okay. But is it Spanish or is it Brazilian Portuguese? It's not Spanish. Vamp, I trust you. That's Portuguese. Okay, now it's Portuguese. So are we in Portugal or are we in Brazil? Is the question. That's Brazilian Portuguese. Well, okay, I'm going to trust that. Brazil's a very big place. Let's go by the coast. Not bad. Trees. Uh-oh. We've been getting, honestly, not that much Europe. This might be Europe, though. This actually might be like Russia or something. Hold on. What do we got here? Oh, that looks like it might be... that could be secret acrylic right there. Trees, we love trees. Wisconsin. Could be Wisconsin. Could also be literally Russia. Or like, you know, Eastern Europe towards Russia. Like Latvia or something like that. Or Ukraine. Or Ukraine. Ukraine looks like this sometimes. But hold on. Let's look around. Feels like a boreal forest. I agree. Oh god, this might be Ukraine. Yeah, Russia's large, but it's always like Western Russia. It's always Western Russia, Ukraine. Could be Canada, I guess. Yeah, I guess let's not jump to conclusions. I just did get a vibe, an immediate vibe check of like, this is for sure not. Yeah, look at the logging too. All right, hold on. 14. I don't know that signage, but we do have a number. I live in Wisconsin and been to places that look just like this. Yeah, it does. I mean, it'll look like anything on that latitude, right? It could be Bulgaria, Belarus. You're right. You're right. I think this is Europe, though. I really think it is. I think this is Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, something like that. Sweden? Maybe. I don't think we're going to get any signs here. I think we just throw it. Yeah, if this is South America, I'm quitting, by the way. Just Lance, just pointing this out. If this is South America, I'm quitting. Definitely Eastern Europe. Let's go Belarus, Ukraine. Not bad. It was. I said Latvia. I should have committed. Ooh, interesting. Plague Canyon. This is like Colorado or something, isn't it? It sure is. Where is that? Yeah, Southwest US, 100%. 100%. This, and look, this snow. This is for sure like Colorado or something. Or Utah. This is Colorado, Utah, I would say. Maybe Wyoming. Let me see near Nevada. Plague Canyon. We have road names. Maple Canyon. Plague Canyon. Utah. Yep, and we are in miles per hour. We're 100% right there. Maple Hills, acre lot. Oh, wait, hold on. Those are Canadian. Oh, back up. There's a lot of maple happening. That is a miles per hour sign, though. What's happening? What? Are we on the border? Mapleton City. Oh, that's the city crest. Okay, that's the city crest. So we're in Mapleton somewhere. Mapleton. So there's maple trees for sure. Denver, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho North, maybe. Think Utah? Go Utah. All right, let's look, see if we can find a Mapleton around. Moab, I think northern Utah. That's fair. In the woods somewhat. Ogden, Logan, Salt Lake. Outside Salt Lake, I'm going for it. Ooh, easy, kinda. Kinda pretty good. We're kind of doing great today. Thank you, everybody. We're killing it. Keep it up. I might switch to Japan in a bit here and get some try-hard stuff going on there, but we'll see. Really hard. This is Tublé, Benguet, elementary school, kilometers, provincial road. We should be able to figure this out. Twin Peaks was there? Right, really? In Mapleton? Almo, landfill. This is a landfill? What is that? Oh, okay. The landfill in... Yeah, this is Philippines. I agree. I 100% agree. In the North Mountain area in the Philippines. Yup. Yup. Where is the Philippines? Sorry, I get it mixed up sometimes. There we go. Right here. 13 kilometers. Kind of goated. Kind of did really good that time. Yeah, that was a really good pill. Really good pull. Big bingo. All right, let me jump to Japan for a little bit to try hard. I'm going to try hard in Japan a little bit, then get discouraged, then do New England. How about that? Does that sound good? Let me get discouraged for a bit first. Then maybe we do US only. Let me find a good Japan map. I need... Where's my map search? Here it is. Go Japan. Budget Geo. A balanced Japan. How's this one doing? 300,000 plays, moderate difficulty. Let's get it. All right, Japan is very hard, though, like I've said 10 million times, unless you get a city name. Okay, here we are on coastal Japan. Which coast is this? This is an eastern coast of Japan. New England run being like, oh yeah, I went there a month ago. Yeah, pretty much. New England's kind of a small place, but because it's small, it's really hard to get. Okay, so we have a bay actually to our east. That is continued country right there. So we're in a crescent bay north, and it's our east. That immediately makes me think, is this a lake? And if so, potentially Lake Biwa. Potentially outside Kyoto, Lake Biwa on the coast here. Let's take a look for train tracks. Okay. Bay or lake. Yeah, let me like go down into town a little bit here. Let me do a little jumping around. See if we can find some signage. Puffy. Yeah, coast. You know, I've seen like Shimane and Tottori look a lot like this. But we are kind of going along an eastern coastline. Boxcar. I think this is an ocean though. But it might be like in here. Could this be... No, it's not built up enough. It's not built up enough to be down here. I don't think. Because this is actually a town for sure. This isn't just rural. It's a little better than rural. There's actually stuff here. I bet there's a Family Mart in this town somewhere. Actually, no, wait. This is a small... Never mind, no. This is just a small outcropping of places. Ooh. All right, let me take a look. That could also be literally anywhere on the Shonai coast and stuff like that. I think there's more islands there. Oh man, this is hard. Actually, never mind. We're gonna get Japan here. It looks like the town from Your Name. Here's the problem. They all look like this. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just Japan's a 70% mountain, so they all look like that. You have to like look at very subtle differences in foliage sometimes. I'm not going to get this one, I promise. I promise. It's a straight east coast. Like, we are looking north. So it almost has to be... The problem is, could just be Kyushu. Could literally just be anywhere on the coastline, like Nobeoka and Hyuga. I know it's not here. I know it's not Hyuga or Nobeoka, because I would see the big outcroppings, because there's huge outcroppings around here. It's way more jagged, too. So I know it's probably not Kyushu. That doesn't stop it from being, like, here, though, right? Doesn't stop it from being there. Could be Yamaguchi, out to Hiroshima. Could be anywhere. Trees, unfortunately, aren't really helping me in this case. This could be Okinawa. Actually, are there any hints that this might be Okinawa? Let me look around. You know, I think we might be in southern Japan. Or Okinawa, actually. I'm looking at the trees. I'm not seeing any pines. So we're not in Kansai. I'm looking. I don't think we're in Kansai. Maybe we are on the coast of Kyushu here. Shikoku, maybe. Could be coast of Shikoku. There's so many places it could be. I don't see any pines, though. I'm going to say this is either Okinawa or, like... God, do I hard call Okinawa? Hold on. Oh, it's so tropical looking, though. Let me look around a little bit more. I want to try my best on this, because I want to try hard it. Hold on, let me look at Okinawa really quick. Is there a good eastern coast in Okinawa this could be? That's not built up, because this is pretty built up around here. I mean, it could be like... It could be out here. Especially north. Like Higashi. Along the coast here. No, that's... no real roads there. But there aren't really roads here either. Maybe it's not. South of Naha? No, it's too built up. I think I have to go exactly what I said before. I'm going to go East Coast Kyushu. North, though. Like, over here-ish. It was, in fact. Damn. You know what's crazy, too? Look, it's just a little outcropping right there. Little outcropping right there. Oh, I've been here, though. Eldrick Grandpa, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. And the shout-out. How you doing? That's tough. I've been on the train line through here, but I did not go out to this peninsula. Really hard, actually. I did mention it might be Shikoku. I thought that might be a possibility. So we were, in fact, looking at Kansai around the coast. It was just too far away to see the city. Shikoku moment. Yeah, Shikoku's tough. All of Japan's really, really hard. Balanced Japan. Here we go. Okay, this is regular looking foliage to me. How you doing, Eldrick Grandpa? Welcome in. Okay, we're just in the woods here. That's not that helpful. We are in Japan. This could be anywhere. Please give me a little more than that. Oh, come on. Please be gentle. I have no idea where this is. It's giving northern. It is very much like towards winter, I would say. One of the trails behind a house he used to live in. Let's look at these ferns. Okay, I looked at the ferns. What's this? That is something. I don't think it's an ocean, though. Nice fern. Yeah, it is. Gucci Slides, what's up? Let's take a look at this overlook. I need to see what we're looking down on very badly. It does look like it's towards end of fall, though. Japan foliage time is later, though, so this could even be like December or January, depending on where we are. It's really dense, though. What does this look like? I kind of think, yeah, northern Japan. I wish I knew what Hokkaido wilderness looked like. Wait a sec. That looks coastal. What is this sign? Oh, that would tell me what I could see if I could. Conifer trees, yeah. Oh, that could be like Kansai, Tohoku. I don't know, though. That looks like coastal, doesn't it? That like dirt sand mixture, it looks like coast. But there's a lot of coast in Japan. I have no idea east, west, or whatever. Coastal, mountainous, I would say. No signs at all. And we're not seeing anything tropical, and it looks like winter. Yeah, I'm too high up. You do have a point. I am too high up to see coast, but that ground looks really coastal. A lot of this does, actually. No, actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Just that. Oh, where are we? This doesn't look too familiar for woods I went into. So it could be like Hokkaido or something. I didn't really go into the wilderness in Hokkaido because it's a little more dangerous. Let's descend and see if we can find anything that's not just a road. Please. Please, anything. All right, yep. Normal Japanese barrier. Funny, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I have to bump the stream to 720. Yeah, please do. You know what's really funny is they don't even let me stream in 1080 anymore. For some reason, I guess how it works is like you get 1080 encoding for VODs or something once partners are done getting it. But yeah. Podge, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. GeoGuessing it. True, Delmeyer. We're in Japan. We're doing Japan right now, which should be easy for me, but never is. Never is. Okay, we're coming out to something here. Might be too new of an account, true. So yeah, unfortunately, VODs and stuff are in 720 everywhere. All right, hold on. We're getting somewhere now. That's stylized. Interesting. Okay, wait, no. We're coming out of winter. That's cherry blossom. So this is March. This is probably March. Does that tell me anything? Not really. We do have some more conifers here. I think this is northern Japan. I agree with northern Japan. Northern Japan, yes. Let me go North Morioka. So not. It's so not. Japan is so unfair, you guys. Have you picked up any Japanese? Oh yeah, totally. When I was in Japan, I was like pretty good at Japanese. Not reading, but conversation. So listening and speaking. I never really needed a translator. I could kind of solo it. I could speak to people for like 30 minutes, probably about basic stuff. I wasn't like conversational though, but I was pretty all right. Model too detailed to handle 1080. Yeah, here's the problem. Like Japan is just, you just can't. You have to sometimes just go on vibes. All right, city. How are the conifers that far south? Because they're in Kansai too. Wait a sec. As lead Momo Yamada. Why does this look familiar? It looks pretty familiar. We can find out exactly where this is, I bet. Very easily. Ooh. Shin Senrin Minami Machi. Okay, Minami South, I believe. Shin New Senri. I don't remember. Wait, Kusa Senri Grass. New Grass South Town or something like that. I might be off a little bit on the translation. Oh, perfect. There's a I'll get it now. Show me where we are. Osaka. All right. Minami Senri. Osaka's on the 423 going east. That tells me something. Probably that we are looking for the 423. Mino and Minami Senri. Minami Senri. Why did I say Minami? Been a while. Been a while. Okay, we're looking for the 423. That must lead. There's the 423. Hold on. 423. Come back. 423. Why is it only there then? That's a northern road. Okay, so 423. Inagawa. I feel like up here. Nice. 15 kilometers. Japan's really hard mode unless you get signs. Kanji's intimidating. Yeah, I didn't even bother trying to learn kanji because here was my thought process, right? I was like, listen, if I can understand Japanese, like with my ears, hearing it, and I can speak it, I can just ask people what things say. Or I can use like Google Lens or something to translate kanji. So it was always fine. Because, you know, if you go to a restaurant, you could just ask what something on the menu is, if it's only in kanji in like a rural area, and they'll tell you. They'll just be like, oh, it's this, right? And they'll say the word. And then I'm like, oh, I know what that is. Okay, cool. So oftentimes they have pictures on most of their menus too, even in rural areas. That's just like it's more of a Japanese thing. It's not even for tourists. But I find in Japan, a lot of ordering is that there's picture menus and you point to what you want. It's like a pretty common thing everywhere. So it's very easy to order stuff. You can always ask for the recommendation if you're really out of your element. You can be like, you know, Otsusume wa, you know? All right, what's this? Oh, I can read that. Hold on. Hold on. This is Karia Honda. Karia and Honda. I've not been to Karia, but I've seen that somewhere. Is that... Ooh... Honda. Where's Honda? Honda's near Tokyo? I think so. I think this is outside Tokyo. But a little bit outside Tokyo. Maybe Saitama? Pointing to what I want, how I order most places. Yeah, yeah. Bondo. Are we going to find it here, though? Karia is a fairly... I feel like this might be... I don't know why, but Karia is reminding me of something in Hokkaido along the way up. Maybe not. Maybe down here? Natsumai, Kabe, No. Saw signage for Honda on the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kyoto. Yeah, it's been a while for me, but I kind of think you're right. I think that is, in fact, like where we are. I think it's between Tokyo and Osaka. That's a lot, though. That's a lot, obviously. But we'll look along the line here. Fuji. I mean, we'd be able to see Fuji in the distance, probably. Suoka, Kakigawa. I think if we were in any of these areas, I would notice, though, because I've stopped at most of these cities. Yugawara. Honda. No, Honda and Karia. Sawa, Hayama, Kamakura. I don't see, it's too green to be directly in the building here. Maybe it's Saitama. Honjo, Kiryu, Tochigi. I'm just gonna have to throw it out here. Not finding it. Down here. I mean, technically it is on the way. You were right. You did see it on the way to Osaka on the Shinkansen, because that is Tokaido Sanyo. You're right about that. You are right about that. What's the symbol around the 247 train or car? I didn't look. Here we got a highway. Unfortunately, a weak point of mine, because I took the train everywhere. So I don't know highway routes at all. I know train routes very well, not highway routes. But yeah, you were super right. That was on the Shinkansen between Osaka and Tokyo. Oh, Japan's hard. Japan always takes the wind out of my sails, because it's like, oh, I've been to 120 different cities and towns in Japan. Surely I can get it. No, never can. Never can. Doesn't mean anything, unfortunately. But I always go back like I want to be good at it, you know? Like I'm like, all right, today is the day where I'm suddenly going to be good at doing Japan. But unfortunately, unfortunately not. No signage here. This is pretty tough. I can't get this at all without signage. Let me look for, just keep going until we see a sign. I'm never going to get this without signs. Japan, too difficult. Yeah. All right, give me a sign. Just give me the city. The problem is, though, I just have to end up relying on cities. And it's like, yeah, if you know the city name, you just win. It feels kind of like cheating. Right? But there's no way I can foliage guess Japan without losing a lot. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's everywhere. That looks like every vista in Japan when you're on a train. Every single one. Beautiful country. We're in the world Sclimbo. We're in Japan. I don't know where, though. What's up, Tomion? How's it hanging? We just have these signs that are counting down to something. That's a tunnel. Ah! That's a warp. Yeah, I'm going to have to give up on Japan, folks. I think it's cooking us a little too hard. Let's just throw a random guess. I have no idea what this is. Central Japan. All right, yeah, no, it's not a nice guess at all, but wrong warp. Let's refresh with New England a little bit. Yeah, the classic Japan isekai portal. Let's refresh with New England. However, New England's also really hard because, again, it's a small area, so a lot of things do look the same. New England, US. This is by Coyote Wolf. 6,000 plays. Let's get it. So seeing as, you know, I do live in New England right now, I should be able to be pretty good at this. But New England also does look samey in many places, so this is going to be tough. Especially when you have a cul-de-sac. I'm going to have to go on vibes, I'm going to have to go on street names, and I'm going to have to go on foliage here. But I believe I can get a little more granular on foliage when I, you know, am in the area. Swap spots with previous guests? Yeah, kind of. Can I have a sign, please? Jersey? Jersey is not in New England, sorry. That's identical to the 3 development areas near my house. Yeah, this is identical to every development area ever, actually. Signs are banned? No, we're doing signs. We're doing signs. In fact, I'm going to steal this entire Green Gardens Landscaping in Rutland. We're in Rutland, Vermont. Hey, see, it's that easy, you guys. Where's Rutland? Rutland's right there. There it is. Come on. There's another Rutland? Oh, outside Worcester? All right. Come on. Shout out to the landscaper. All right. That's cheating. It's no fair. Pro guess. Yeah, pro guess. This is Harold W. Bishop. Why does that say Italy? I mean, we're not. I promise. This is New England. I'm there right now. Not a dox because I leave tomorrow. Wait, you're there right now? in Vermont or in the other one? Well, have fun in Rutland, I guess. Outside of Worcester. Not only does everywhere in New England look the same, it also has the same name. Yeah. Oh, in Vermont. Yeah, I've been all over. I've been all over. The thing about New England is, like, you know, if you've ever lived in New England, you've been everywhere in New England because it's small. So of course you've gone literally everywhere. Of course I've been to Rutland. Just thought it was a suburb. This could be New Hampshire. This could be like residential New Hampshire. Take a look. New England, Italy. What are these boxes like? Mailbox. Oh, New England's hard. Especially when they put you just out here, because it's like, yeah, this is every back road in New England. All at once. Are there any flags here? We can get state flags, maybe. I could also cheat and just look at the cars, because even though the license plates are blurred, Vermont has green license plates. So if it's green, it'll at least show up. Need a maple creamy so bad. Yeah, let's see here. Just go down the road, man. Just go down the road. Please. Just get me to the intersection. I want to see something. All right, I don't know. I'm thinking New Hampshire. I'm thinking residential New Hampshire. But this could be anywhere. This could be Maine. This could be Mass. Could be Vermont. It's a little too... I think it's a little too elevated to be Connecticut or Rhode Island. A little too elevated. But let's look at the street signs here. Intervale. I want to say that this is Maine, New Hampshire, residential here. Okay, that's near Conway. We tried. We tried. All right, here we go. Actually, a city. We should just be able to figure out this one then. All right, let's see here. Western Maine Art Group. Well, all right, Western Maine. That easy. That is a town hall or a church. Universal Church in where? Norway. Oh, it's Norway, Maine. Okay. Norway, Maine. Where's Norway, Maine? I have been there, actually. I have for sure been here. I think I went to like a haunted house here once. But where is it? Norway. I think it's like in here somewhere. Norway. Sebago. Standish. Was it a good haunted house? Yeah. Norway, Maine. Oh, Maine has like 30 different towns that are all different countries. There's a Lebanon, Maine. There's Lebanon, there's Norway, there's Russia. If it looks familiar to me, it's Vermont, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, or Massachusetts. If not Maine or New Hampshire. That's fair. That's fair. I've spent a lot of time in every place, so. There's Norway. Meters, not miles. I mean, that's unfair, but. Okay, we have a railroad. That actually is important information because there are not many railroads in the United States. And the Northeast, there's like only a couple lines that are still in use. So this actually helps us. This is kind of huge. What's going on with Maine? Oh, hey, Lomi, what's up? What's going on, Lomi? Welcome in. Let me give a shout out. How was your stream doing? How was your stream doing, I say? Lomi Rage, shout out to Lomi. How'd you do? What were you doing? Did you get your protein? Are you resting well? Are you hydrated? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Sclimbo. We're playing GeoGuessr today, and it is group effort here. We're in New England. Risking it for the rain. Nice. Number 2 or number 1? Let me drink. Dambaru, Baco, another raid back to back. What's up? Let me give a shout out to Dambaru, Baco. Shout out to Danbaru. Right. Dambaru, Baco. Shout out. Warehouse raid. Oh, wait. I need to wait a minute before I shout anyone else out because I already did. We need to remember that. Oh, right. I forgot my model swapped back. Let me zoom in here. Zoom in. Hey, what's up, Raiders? My name is Sclimbo. I'm Sucks VTubing Agency's certified Sclimbo and self-improvement VTuber. Why am I off the screen now? There I am. There I'm not. Thanks for the follow, Denver. How you doing? Why am I going off screen? There I am. I'm just looking to the wrong screen. That's why. Thanks for the follow. How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Both of you, back to back, Lomi and Dambaru. So risk of rain for Lomi. Hope you had a good one. We are guessing in New England right now in GeoGuessr. Elshash. Okay. So railroad makes me think Massachusetts right off the bat. But let's keep looking. I'm sure we can get a name here. Ridgewood. That doesn't help. Ridgewood is everywhere. How's your accuracy? Bad. Very bad. I'm leaning on the fact right now that I actually live in New England to help me in New England. This feels Connecticut or Masscore. Yeah. Oh, we got a lake. Hold on. We got a lake. When did we go to China? I don't know if they have Google Street View in China, so I don't even know if it's really part of GeoGuessr. Hold on, wait, we can identify based on clothing. Oh yeah, that's New England, all right. Oh yeah. Let's look at these license plates. Oh, there's a little green there, but it's not full green. That looks like every person I know outside. Mayor Landscaping, Mass. I knew it, we're in Mass. Okay, so we're in Lake Mass. Lawrence, maybe? We're in near Lake Mass. I don't think it's a big lake, though. It's a small lake. Yeah, I could narrow it down to my state and do awful, too, to be fair. Got a raid and run? Hey, no problem. Listen, get your rest, get your protein. Thank you so much for bringing everyone over. We'll handle things from here. Webster? Okay, so we're on like a nice lake in Mass. The train is Southern Mass. You're right. Actually, no, train would be like industrial Mass. So it'd be Western near Springfield. So, well, there's Worcester, though, Worcester lines. So I'm going to say it's one of these down here. 137 kilometers. That was on the Cape. I wouldn't have guessed that. Would not have guessed on the Cape, actually. Because that looked like a lake. I guess there's a little inner lake in the Cape. Fast moment, LFG. I know, right? Wouldn't have guessed that. This is everywhere. No, actually, it's not. This is Vermont, I think. How many Springfields are there? Every state has a Springfield, I think. Almost every state. This is Vermont core. I agree. I agree. This is Vermont. Or Southern Maine. Kind of low, though. No mountains. So we're not in the Green Mountains. Is this is that a sheeprock? I don't know what that is. What's a sheeprock? But I think this is Vermont. Yeah, this is looking really Vermont to me. Is that a sheeprock? The mountain? I didn't see it. Not sure. Glacial structure. What do we got here? Riverside Cemetery. Riverside. The way you pronounce Worcester is baffling. Ohio. Yeah, it's pronounced Worcester. It's pronounced Worcester. New England moment. Spent a lot of time in Vermont. Me too, honestly. I did live there for a little bit. Not saying if I do still, but I did live there for a little bit. Will not confirm or deny if I still do. But I do love Vermont quite a bit, and I've lived around there. Maybe right outside VT. Yeah, we do kind of have like a lake situation here. Could be Lakes, New Hampshire. Lake region, New Hampshire. That's a possibility. But it is very, yeah, it's kind of flat. Lakes, New Hampshire feels kind of maybe like right. Where's the Lakes region? Green Lakes. No, Green Mountains and Finger Lakes. It could be Finger Lakes out here. New Hampshire. Looks like you're in a valley. Well, it's deceptive sometimes because New England sometimes is just flat. There is just no elevation somewhere. So that's deceptive sometimes. I do think this is probably Vermont, though, or Finger Lakes, New Hampshire. And I think I'm going to go for that. But it is kind of Southern Maine-y, too. Kind of abandoned out there. It's somewhere I've never been, so anywhere in New England, yeah. I'm hoping to get some cities so I can, like, perfect guess things. You know what? This actually might be Maine. Probably Eastern, so Avalon. Wait, are there rivers? There is a river right there, I think, yeah. I think there is a river right there, actually. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe here? Let me try going here. Absolutely not. That was on the border of Canada. Okay. Disgusting. Yeah, Riverside would have told us something. If there's a river, you can tell it's VT by looking at Japanese knotweed. That's a good point. This is a DPW, it looks like. Department of Public Works. This is a school. Oh, we got this. This is a school. This is a school. This is going to be so free. Hold on. This is going to be the most free guess ever if we find the school. It'll tell us exactly what town we're in, probably. And I should be able to just know the town. That is that a Coors Light flag? No, that's something else. Is that a beer flag? There it is. Hold on. Come back. Where are we? Whitman-Hanson Regional High School. Okay, I actually don't recognize that. Whitman-Hanson. I probably shouldn't say if I do or don't recognize things, huh? I could be lying to you, though, to be fair. I could be lying to you. Eventually, if I just stay in New England long enough, it'll narrow it down by what I say I do and don't recognize. In this house, we drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah. Oh, where is this? I don't know. Oh, man, a lot of raids today. What's up? What's going on, Vivian? What's happening? Let me go shout out to Vivian. Sure, I pronounce everything correctly. La Piedra. Spell it right. I almost didn't spell it right. Thank you for the follow, Coco Rochis. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Thanks for the raid. I'm hopefully that's the right spelling. Hopefully that's the right spelling. It is. All right, cool. Welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know me, my name is Sclimbo, Socks Agency's certified Sclimbo and self-improvement VTuber. How are we all doing today? We're playing GeoGuessr in New England right now. It's Da Roach. How you doing? Viva la PP. Hey, what's up, Nero on the YouTube side? What's going on? Hey, how was your stream? What were you up to? If you need to get your rest or get your protein, you go right ahead. Feel free. And we are GeoGuessing, so tell me how'd things go. If you got a raid and run, I totally get it too. We're doing New England, and it's very hard because all of New England does look similar. Mammon, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Playing Minecraft Horror with the Roach? Nice. I've never played Minecraft Horror, but Ray, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. But I would and get really scared. I'm really on board for that. Yeah. I also need to remember to still give a shout out to Dambaru Bako for raiding earlier. It was just raid was on cooldown, or shout out was on cooldown, so we couldn't. Feels kind of mass core. I saw two places look like New Jersey at a glance, which makes me think Connecticut. Well, hold on. We have a railroad crossing here. Let's take a look. What does that say? Enhance? I can't see anything. But hopefully Minecraft went good. Hopefully you got scared. If you want to chill out, that's what we're doing right here. Franklin Street Station. Franklin, Mass? There is a Franklin, Mass. This sort of green reminds me of Mass. Jump scares every time. The princess sends her regards. I'm going to go Mass here. I'm going to say Franklin, Mass, but I don't actually know where that is. I just think it's like somewhere over here. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Was it actually Franklin, Mass? Nope, but kind of close. Malfi could help if it was Connecticut. True, true. For a sec, I was like, why are we in Asia? But we're very much not. We're very much not. I'll be lurking. May you get all the places right. I'm doing my best. It's really hard. Because this is one of those like guessing in your back door situations where it's like, man, a lot of this is regional and very similar. We do have elevation here, so I can tell you where we're not. This is a Connecticut neighborhood. Do you think so? Sheldon, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Place Japan, not Asia, New England. If only. Okay. Do you think Connecticut? Keep waiting to see a neighborhood I've been to. Me too, honestly, and I may or may not have. I would not confirm or deny, because if it's somewhere near my house, I have to lie to you and say it's not, obviously. So I have to deceive you. Nashua. Okay. Well, hold on. That's Nashua Road, not Nashua, New Hampshire necessarily. But I kind of want to just guess Nashua because we're in rural areas. We're never going to figure it out. Outside Nashua. Here, Hollis. 20 kilometers. Rocking it. Ass. Ooh, fun. Okay, we have an intersection. Should be easy. Should be real easy. What do we got? Enfield Plaza. Team Link, BJJ, and lower level. Not a trick this time, but did you know that if a professional clown passes away and wishes to be buried wearing their makeup, the mortician is not allowed to apply it, has to be applied by another professional clown? That's pretty cool. It's like clown stolen valor if you do it otherwise. Damn, that's wild. All right, what do we got here? We got a Sunoco. We have car wash. Minute car wash. There's an Enfield, Connecticut. Okay, keeping that in mind. Very well could be. We got Duncan. We are, in fact, in New England, but that was obvious. Those prices are low as hell. Which ones? I didn't see. Oh, the gas prices? Hold on, let me look. How low were they? Because this could be from a while ago. Could be from a while ago. I'm not going to say if they're low compared to what my gas prices are, because that'll dox me. Okay, yeah, I see those. I see those prices. This is just more evidence that clowns have the best union in the history of ever. The clown union. Actually, well, I can't say a thing I was about to say, but let's just say I knew a clown once. Let's say I knew a clown once. Is there a package store? Let's see. Is there a Packy? That's a low price. 203 is Connecticut. I think we're right then. Hey, what's the gas prices right now, roughly? Anyone besides Sclimbo? Yeah, don't let me say that. I'll say under $3. How about that? Was it a Sumerian clown? It was not. Not. All right, Connecticut, Enfield. We're looking for Enfield, Connecticut. I don't actually think I know where that is. Sunoco spotted, Northeast confirmed. Yes, we are in New England. New Haven region area. Okay, got it. New Haven. Yeah, you got it. Right there. I feel you about trying not to dox yourself. Can't say almost anything about where I usually live because there's a lot of state-specific stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm only willing to talk about places I used to be, or I might lie to you and say that I no longer live there. Haha. But, you know, who knows? This looks like Maine. I should get out of New England, though. It is getting steady. I want to do cities. Cities, New England would be pretty fun. Because you might just be like, wait a sec. That's obvious. I bet this is New England. Yeah, same. Looking kind of New England coded to me. Good thing you're such a good liar. I'm really not. Talk about a place you've never lived as if you're there currently. Yeah, actually, I go here all the time, right? We're at this place. I walk to this place all the time. It's a really nice place to walk at night. This looks like Japan, Vermont. You're right. Back to Vermont coded? I would say so. Those mountains look Vermont. New Hampshire mountains are usually a little more barefaced. Like, they have more rocks on them. Green mountains tend to be more Vermont when there's like foliage all over the whole mountain. Is that a slip and slide? You could buy that house. Not near Rutland, though. Who knows? Road's kind of beaten up. We're definitely in New England. That is... Yeah, this has to be like Vermont or Maine. Oh, wait, what's that say? Geraldine Drive. You're actually a nomad. I mean, kind of. I do move around a lot. I think this is Maine. Southern Maine. I don't know where. Just gonna throw it. Try again. It was absolutely not that. It was Vermont border. New England's hard. They just keep putting us in the woods. I don't know. Is there like, hold on, I'm gonna back out. Is there a New England city? Can I not be in the woods, please? Is that an option? Like New England town? Without looking at the town names, Milltowns, cities, towns, beta. Let's try it. A bunch of locations. New England's my city. All right, let's do this. We'll go based on Milltowns. Eastland. Milltown. Okay, wait, no, this actually might be too easy. Maybe we shouldn't do this. This might be too easy. My fiance isn't from New England. He isn't convinced we have roads. This is New England. Yeah, this is Pasco Bay. Never heard of it. I mean, yeah, I've heard of that. I know where we are. Ha ha ha. Darby's. That thin building. Could it be? I mean, I can't say anything, but I wouldn't say anything. Even if I knew anything, I wouldn't say anything. Where are we? Where are we? Free Street. Kind of free. Could it be the bank? Is it Dunkin' Donuts on every corner? Of course. Looks more coastal? Yeah. This is like Connecticut, maybe. Coastal Connecticut? Nope, Maine. Fine. It's Maine College of Arts, so it's a town in Maine, a city in Maine. Said Portland? Oh, it's Portland, Maine. Okay, easy. Easy. Fantastic guess. Okay, that's a little too easy. Why don't we go back to, let's do like a learning world. That used to be a good one. A learning world. This is one where you like there's like context clues in it that help you with it. This is a really cool one. There's like context clues that help tell you like where you are. It's like, oh yeah. Assurance La Providence. Ria. So basically the idea behind this map is there is something in here that will tell you exactly where you are. Liberté, Ria. Don't know. Bye, New England. I miss you already. Yeah, it's just like if it didn't drop us directly in the woods in a rural or suburban area every single time, then maybe it would be better. But it's just very samey. French colony. True. Yeah, I forgot we're in world. I was like, what do you mean French colony? We're in New England. We're not. Okay, somewhere French speaking. Let's look at the. Okay, we have sand. French speaking and sand. 99% sure this is the Shire. If it didn't drop us in the woods, that's all of New England. I know, that's the problem. Algeria? I like Algeria, actually. Go Algeria. Senegal. Or Dakar? Was that literally Dakar? This is Milano, trust me. It's not. It very much wasn't Milano. Oh, where are we now? I need to get my head back in like the world game. That we're not in New England anymore. Senegal mentioned. That is a language. That is German or Austrian in it. You're Austrian, aren't you? Perolstraub. This is IKEA. Yeah, this is IKEA. This is German or Austrian, isn't it? Janan, thank you for the continuation of the sub. Thank you so much. How you doing today? This is Milano Trust. I may not be good at orienteering. Hey, Eldritch Grandpa, thank you for the raid too. Welcome in. Shout out. Eldritch. Let me spell it right. I almost did Eldrick. Eldritch Grandpa. Oh god, it's ads though. Hold on. Hopefully no one came in on ads. That would be awkward. The pre-roll's just re-enabled. We'll wait until after. We'll wait a sec. We'll wait a sec before we go to ads. Have those. I don't want the raiders to get ads right away on coming in. Shout out. Just popping in before I get back to work. Thank you, Janan. And welcome in. Wait, did I get it right? Is that proper? Did I spell it right? Please. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I think it is. I did get Vivian. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome in, Raiders. What's up? I'm Sclimbo from Socks Agency. How you doing today? We're playing GeoGuessr. Did I get the right channel shout out? I'm so scared of all the time because I do it manually. So I have to like type the name and I misspell it sometimes. Please tell me I did it right. But everybody, welcome in. My name's Sclimbo. Good to be here. Good to have you. How'd your stream go? What were you up to? What are you doing? We're doing GeoGuessr. How's your protein? How's your rest? How you looking? Welcome in, Raiders. Straub. Yeah, okay, so that could be a few things, but we know we're here somewhere. I'm just going to throw Germany, Luxembourg, Borg, Germany, Munich. Okay, take it. I'll take it. Yeah, double check. Nice. All right, awesome. Oh, boy. I'm doing good. We actually drew you, so I thought, hey, why not read you? Oh, thank you for the drawing. I'll be able to check that out after stream. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I saw the shout out earlier, and I was like, what's going on over there? Back in Vermont? Yeah, yeah, this is Vermont. No, this is Actually, we're anywhere in the world, so I have no idea. Maybe I shouldn't have gone right back to world after... Oh, no, I need to do something easier, I think. My mind's not in, like, a world sense right now. It's very much in, like, a local. I didn't realize you were live till, like, as I did it. Yeah, I go live around this time. Well, I go live at noon EST. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. You can always catch me here then. Vermont, Asia. Major cities. That feels easy if you find a sign, though. Let me go back. I'm not feeling this map right now. Let me look at just general community maps that are, like, well recommended, you know? What's GeoGuessr Saturday? Catbug, thanks for the follow. Welcome. We do have to do pre-roll ads in a little bit here. I'll just wait a little bit for the raiders, but I do take ad breaks every hour so that nobody misses anything and they don't get pre-rolls. And we did have pre-rolls just re-enable, so we'll play for like a tiny bit and then go to ads because I don't want the raiders to go right to ads. That would feel Pro World, Balance Brazil. Hey, Gob, no wonder I can never catch a stream way too early. Nah, it's a good time. Gotta get up bright and early. Come on. Do we want to do arbitrary US? Do some just general US, balance Canada. That wouldn't be great. Let me just do US. Let's do some US. United States. Oh, you can do it, Gob. I believe in you. I'm not doing US Virgin Islands. That's just the US Virgin Islands. Let's do US. My best score here is 17. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, this is all United States. So everything's Florida. That's the trick here. Everything's Florida. Trip Street. It's Detroit. What is this? Pine Grove Village, established 2006. Oh, that is not helpful. Recent development is the last thing I want to look at here. They're all going to look like HTC houses. Not going to be helpful. Yeah, not New England. Very much not New England. What is that? I've seen that tree before. This whole aesthetic's kind of throwing me off, though. Rail Yard Ave. Maybe this is actually like outside Detroit or Chicago. I actually might be. Let's see here. Ohio, maybe? It doesn't look very familiar to me. I'll say that much. A Bradford pear? Is that what the tree's called? I'm going to have to throw a regional guess here. There's a lot. Look at these mill buildings. There's a lot of them. So Midwest, maybe? I'm thinking we're probably Ohio, Pennsylvania. What does that say? Pine Grove and Britt. Ooh, actually, what is that shop there? Pediatric dental, not PA. The textures are missing. Yeah, gamer joke. Real gamer joke. What do we got over here? Frozen custard, Borins. That must be a regional thing. What if this is weird, like Idaho or something? Or it's secretly in the Southwest. I'm worried about that. I'm worried Grace something highway. I'm worried this is secretly Southwest. Let's see. Event Hall. San Lucas, Tex-Mex. That could be anywhere, though. We don't... but, you know... All right, this might sound insane. But hear me out. Thanks for the stretch. Hear me out. Even though you think of Arizona as a very dry state, there are green areas of Arizona that look exactly like this. That look exactly like this. This could be the Southwest. I'm thinking it might be. Thanks for the stretch, J-Ray. I think this might be Arizona. Or New Mexico or something. I'm going to go for it, I think. Loganville Highway, Wisconsin, says Barron. I might go Southwest here, honestly. Grayson, yeah. Ooh. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. Hold on, a Dunkin' Donuts. That changes things. Let's hold up. I'm gonna say Ohio is an airball. Loganville, there is a Dunkin'. We might be off. Duncan spotted. Let's look at this road. Grayson Parkway. Grayson New Hope. Grayson. What is that? Now, it's a Walgreens. It's not near the Canada border. Well, Duncan can be near the Canadian border. This beauty shop. Other places do have Duncan, yes. This is so tricky, actually. That's a Mason building right there. That's a Freemason building. Rail yard. Okay, so we're thinking industrial rail yard, so maybe not Arizona. Maybe I retract that and say we are, in fact, in, like, Ohio. Pharmacy with an F? That's weird. Are there any other weird things around? Safe school. Here's a school. We're kind of cheating by looking around this much, but hey, they let me. We're not playing strict. I need to be better to play strict. Pharmacy with an F. You do bring up a good point. Hey, Karamir, what's going on? Let me actually give a shout out before I forget, now that I can, to Raider from earlier, Danbaru Baco. So I don't forget. Get that in. Danbaru. Awesome. Interrupting. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Oh, we're getting really close to 3K. Oh my God. I think we're only 20 away. Woo. If you like what you see, drop a follow, folks. Pharmacy with an F feels like Whole Foods core. It feels weird. It feels like it's border or something like that. Why? Wait, 770 area code's Georgia? Did you see a 770? I could see Georgia. Yeah, I could see Georgia. I'm going to just go hard in on that, actually. Hard in Georgia. Nice call. Nice call. I missed it. I don't know area codes, so I don't play that meta, but if you do, you are free to contribute. Gated community. It's home field. It's home field Woods Drive in somewhere. That was huge, though. Good area code grab. Hey, what's up, Brennan? What's going on? I am, you know, I don't know if I'm the manliest, but I am a man. Where was Field of Dreams set? I don't know. That's more Florida. Is this Florida? Sometimes everywhere is Florida if you really think about it. Everything can be Florida if you dream. It could be Florida. Oh man, it's tough when it looks like this though, because that's every plane in the United States. Every plains area ever. And see, maybe. First time making it live since debut. Hey Coda, what's up? How you doing? Florida is a state of existence. You're so right. You're so right. Oh, that's low quality. Oh my God. Suddenly we're back in your childhood. This photo looks like the liminal core things you see on like TikTok, right? Where it plays that song, the do, 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 and says, you're still here. That's that image right there. Holy crap. What's happening? Liminal core image on Google Maps right now. Finally got picture. Vivarium ass neighborhood. That doesn't look real. That is not real. Everything's Florida if you try hard enough. That's true. Get me out of the past. I'm trying to escape the 1999. You're getting Southeastern? I'm getting Tennessee. I'm getting South. I'm getting straight South. Let's look at some of the trees. Because maybe not. I don't see enough kudzu, actually, for it to be straight South. Was that a campaign sign? You know it's Kentucky? I could see Kentucky. I like Kentucky, actually. I don't see kudzu, so I don't think it's like ooh in there. Kind of like Kentucky. You know what? I really like Kentucky. I think it's a good call. Go for it. All right, not bad. Very, very true. You got it. I mean, Missouri, but right over the border. Not enough kudzu. Yeah, hello, Florida. Or secretly California. Or secretly Hawaii. Let's figure it out. Or secretly Georgia for some reason. Find me an ocean. Yeah, I'm really bad at this too. I really like doing it. All right, so this is like for sure Florida, right? Yeah, this is probably Florida. I'm just going to go Florida and be like, yes, this is in fact Florida. And it was near Miami, though. We could have done better. I can't say I've ever watched anyone do this. GeoGuessr is really fun. I do want to go to ads now just so we can disable them, though, because I do want to disable those pre-rolls. So I'll be right back in 4 minutes, everybody. Stick around. We're going to go to an ad screen so that we don't like miss any gameplay or anything. I always do that, kind of like Queso does, and I will see you all on the other side. So stick around, and, you know, if you don't want some ads, you can always feel free to drop a sub. But I'll be right back, everybody. Get a drink, get some stretchies, get some snacks, take a pee-pee break. BRB. All right, welcome back. Blurred thing. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully the ads weren't too bad for you. Let's lock in for a little more guessing. I always come back on the beat. I don't try to. I just wait for the 1 second marker and then pause it and then come back. But welcome back. What's going on? I just realized I started making noises. I started making noises like I'm becoming old. I make noises like my dad when I sit down now. I just went and sat back down and went, ugh, and I was like, oh God. Oh no. Got an ad for Sumerian copper and a fertility booster. Wow, that's weird. Oh, wonder why that happened. That's kind of weird. My favorite national landmark is Big Blur. I love Big Blur National Park. That's my favorite one. It's like it's SCP. All right, let's get back to it. We're in the United States somewhere. Let's find out where. That is a blue, very blue house. It's an anti-meme, yeah. What is... Oh, man. What are those trees? Oh. Hello. Look at that. That is a pretty sparse mountain over there. I love Redacted Land. Welcome to Redacted Land. Kids love it. Is that near Mystery Flesh Pit? Yeah, a little bit. A little more, it's like one state over. Blurry Land. Redacted Blur Hill. But look at it, though. That's southwest. We're getting into prairie. We're getting into prairie mountain zone here. I would say somewhere over here. Would be... I don't know this area very well. I was going to say Dakota, but I don't know very well. Look at these hills. Yeah, Wyoming. I like that. I like Wyoming. I don't know Wyoming that well, but I like Wyoming. Yeah, not Ohio. I kind of want to just hard call Wyoming right now. Go North Wyoming. That was, in fact, not that. That was Oregon. Okay. All right. Iowa for the giggles. Parkview Manor. Wyoming isn't real. You know what? Actually, I kind of like that. I know I'm jumping around a lot. Sorry. I kind of like that first map we were playing. I'm going to be real. That first world map that we were playing, Community World, was honestly really good. I'm going to keep playing that one. Because it was fun trying to figure out what country we were in based on language and stuff. It's better than signs. Because like if I know a sign, I'm just like, oh, that's a major city. But protein's better when you get your meat from people in alleys with big trench coats. It's true. Anyway, we've once again landed in Spanish language. Uh-oh. Great start to Community World. Immediately back to Spanish. No. Why does this keep happening to me? All right, let's do it. The bane of my existence in GeoGuessr and in FoodGuessr. Okay, where are we at? These are actually really like colonial looking almost. Argentina? Brennan, hard call Argentina. What's your logic? Do you have a good reason? Best jerk chicken of my life came from a guy in an alley at midnight. Birmingham, Spain without the S. Spain. Do we have like a hard call in Argentina? These buildings are pretty colonial looking. They're pretty neat looking. But I don't know. Is it a colors thing? Because of the blue or something? I did like their Argentina hard call. I'm guess, Mr. VTuber. Oh, you're guessing? Okay. Well, whoa, look at this. Wherever this is like pretty cool looking. Like, look at this. This is like very green. It's not even mountainous. But then look at this road. That's kind of cool. Cement homes. This is kind of aesthetic. I'm not going to lie. I want to drift through this town. I want to wander through this town. That's what I want to do. And be like just passing through. Fritas. I believe it says tortillas fritas. I want to wander through here. I want to drift through here. Catholicism or Christianity in general, but that's everywhere. Let's see. That is a flag. Wait, is that Argentina's flag? Were you right? I actually don't know my flags that well, but what flags are we looking at right here? That's something. New travel destination unlocked, actually. Honduras? That's Honduras, huh? Where's Honduras? Honduras is up here. All right. Go Honduras. I'll just believe you immediately. It very much was not. That was very much Uruguay. I trusted you. All right, what are we doing here? This path actually looks Japanese. That road sign also looks Japanese. Me when I lie, yeah. No, but it is Korean. It's Korean. This is West Virginia? No, this is South Korea. I like that I guessed based on the pattern of the pavement that this was Asia. That this is East Asia. Germany? Wait, why is there just a grave there? Huh. Interesting. Okay, it looks like South Korea. But where? Oh, wow. That does not look like South Korea, but it is. Google Maps car in the mirror. That is not a South Korean home, but I guess it is. That is a mountain home from like the US or something. You think this is Haiju, New England? Yeah, I forgot about that. What the heck? I mean, yeah, this is South Korea. I just don't know where. Incheon? All right, I'm not trusting you again without good reason, Brennan. A little too rustic of a home for Korea. I mean, we saw Korean on the sign. This is for sure South Korea. I don't know what's going on up there. This is 100% South Korea. Not a question. I just have no idea where. Nice quaint mountain village. Yeah, next to this. Is that a sea or a bay or a river? Brennan has lost the trust. I'll trust Brennan with good reason, I think. All right, well, we're in, what does this say? This is Dongseon. Don't know Korean pronunciation, forgive me. Only know Japanese pronunciation, and oftentimes I don't even use it. Because then you end up sounding like, you know, here's the thing is like, I don't know, when I'm speaking English, especially with the slang that I do, I don't want to use correct Japanese pronunciation because then I sound like an English dub. Not like a, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I like English dubs here and there, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be being like, yeah, what's up, dude? Naruto. You know, like, I don't want to do that. I don't have to stop and just, like, drop into a different accent. I'll just say Naruto instead of Naruto, you know? Like, don't. Shiny Sclimbo, I must catch it. No, oh, hey, dude, what's up? The grass do be dead. Yeah, this is maybe north, south? North, south? English dub. It is. The painful thing with learning Japanese is I feel like I'm being weird about it every time I use correct pronunciation. Oh, if you want to hear the really worst part, when you go to Japan, sometimes people won't understand you unless you use, like, even if you're using loan words in English that are English words, they won't understand you unless you use it with a Japanese inflection. So you have to sound racist. Like, you can't say Big Mac. You can't go into a Burger King and say Big Mac. You have to do it like how you think you would do it. And it feels real awkward. But they won't understand otherwise, most of the time. There's a top-down zombie colony management game, Infection Free Zone, that uses satellite imaging to play pretty much anywhere. That's cool. You could do that with Microsoft Flight Sim, too. Not the first time I've heard someone say that. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, Bigumaku. Yeah. Bigumaku. You have to, and then they're like, oh, yeah, I got you. But you can't be like, like, Big Mac. Onegaishimasu. I'd love to, though, if I could do that. I really like the idea of, like, Japanese with different accents, right? Like, Southern American accent Japanese. Like, I can't even do a Southern accent very good, but, like, Ohio, you know, Gajamashita, you know, something like that. Itadox. Itadox, my dude. That's my favorite one. Not gonna lie, this is in Asia. Yeah, where are we now, though? This is a location. I bet somebody knows where we are purely based on this aesthetic. Have you seen the video of the guy crashing out about that with the word asparagus? No, but I imagine that's a very long word in Japanese. It'd be like what? Asu paragasu? Something like that. Ariga, thank you, gozai much. Konnichiwa, Mina Slimes. Europe Mediterranean. Yo, Konnichiwa, what's up, Mina Slime? We're playing GeoGuessr. Oh, no. What is this? Might be the most American thing I've ever heard. They only understand me when I'm sounding a little racist. Yeah. Iroda, Kantas, Kazam Ponti. Watashi wa Sclimbo desu. Wait, no, I like Watashi wa Sclimbo. This. You just drop it for like 1 second. It's really fun too. All right, what do we got here? Biblioteki. What is that? That language. One voice control PS2 game. Yeah, you have to do it. As a European, I can say that this is Kyoto. Hey, what's up, Sharko? It does look like Kyoto to me a little bit. Eastern Europe, library, but in what language? No, that wasn't Biblioteca. Talnar. Winners Club Talnar with Pepsi logo. All right, where's the Pepsi Coke divide country by country? I need that. Yeah, Biblioteca Spanish, but that was like Biblioteki, wasn't it? Otsugeki. Imagine asking for a Baconator. Yeah. Guy Riaigo. Yeah. I love my favorite one that I use actually all the time, not like in Japan, but with my friends, is itadakimasu and turn it into itadox, like a slang, like itadox, my dude. I love using that one where it's like, oh yeah, thanks for the food, like itadox, my dude. You know, let's eat. Maybe this is Portugal, where the Brazilian gym bros at. Where are they? Where are the Brazilian gym bros at? Lisbon? All right, Brennan's hard on Lisbon. He's big on Lisbon. Ita Google Dokimas. All right, let's, you know, let's throw Lisbon. I'm not convinced, but I'm also not thinking right now. My brain isn't on. Let's throw Lisbon. That was not it. It was Romania. Yeah, that's fair. Portugal, Spain. Oh, cop car? Yeah, we should have probably looked at the cop car, huh? Okay, it's fall in somewhere. It's fall in literally anywhere. Where is it fall? Who knows? Who knows? Arigato. Gozai much. That East Europe? Yeah, this is... Okay, we got... Yep, all right. I know what altitude we're at the very least. I know what latitude we're at in Japan. Can't wait to learn Japanese and specifically speak Kansai dialect. To be fair, I kind of did that. Not in Tokyo, but I spent more time in Kansai than I did everywhere else. And so I did tend to use some Kansai dialect here or there, or at least understand it better. 2 pounds of chicken down. Nice. I think it's really funny. Like, I've always thought it'd be a really good joke to learn Japanese, but specifically learn like Kansai Ben. That could be really fun. People will be like, what the hell is going on? Like, you go to Tokyo and they're just very confused. Canada? It could be Canada. It could be Ukraine. Could be Russia. Could be US. Could be anywhere in the north. Literally anywhere north right now. We do have a vehicle now. Oh, I heard something about Hiluxes are going to become legal in the US now, and like K cars and stuff. Is that true? Chat, is this true? I'm like, XQC. Be getting points off my class for only using Kansai. No, Brady Road. Looks like a US sign to me. Big truck. But I heard something about us legalizing small trucks. If so, good. I want small trucks. I want a small car. Is that... I think K trucks are legal in like 4 to 6 states. Let's make them legal in every state. I want a $2,000 K car. That's what I want. I want to spend no money on my car. I want to get blown off the road by a 4-wheeler. Vicify, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I want an 18-wheeler to come by me and actually blow my vehicle off the road. That's what I want. Huge news for small truck community. I know. I want a K car so bad. They're so cool. Do you want an answer of where this is? Yes, I do, Fokano. Do you know it? Do you just like have it on lock? Because I certainly don't. I'm looking for anything here to guide me. Are you serious? North Carolina? There's... wait. How? Because I don't see North Carolina here. But you're pretty confident. Oh, you saw an area code? All right, let's get it. Yeah, I want a Hilux. I want a Hilux so bad. That could be so funny. All right, let's just throw it up. That was not it, actually. I thought that didn't look like North Carolina to me. It was, in fact, Canada. Saskatchewan, yeah. Ooh, look at these highways. Let's take a look here. We got by a different country's area code. Tragic. You were right on Ontario, yeah. Red. Okay, red. Sclimmed. It was Raleigh, Canada. I don't think I've seen these signs before. Is that tape? Oh. What's going on here? Ooh, road. Let's go up there. Sclimbo, trust your gut. I probably should. Probably should stop listening. But I want to listen because you're all good at it too. We're doing it together. It's a group effort, right? That is... What does that say? Proctor something? That looks Greek almost. Poland? The voices, the voices. That sign looked almost Greek from that distance. Let's take a look. Get on the road. Get your motor running. Could be Greece, actually. What did that sign say? Show me a Greek language. Was I right? No, I was not. However, that is Cyrillic. All right, or Cyrillic, or however it said. This is just teaching me everywhere looks like America. Yeah. Well, because if you think about it, right, America's pretty long. North America's pretty long, right? So there's a lot of climate zones that just look the same everywhere. You have to remember that. That's either Russian or Ukrainian. I can't tell the difference. I see Rostov. That's a thing, right? Just go border. Cool. It's always going to be Western. Croatia. BP. We got BP oil. And desert. Uh-oh. Undertakers. Wait a sec. Is this the South? Is this Southwest? Or are we going to see Spanish here? Wait, what? Opperton van Weissklavely? Huh? Where the hell are we? That is not what I was expecting the sign to say in a place that looks like this. I'm gonna be so real. South Africa, maybe. I think yes, actually. I think maybe South Africa. Old ass BP sign, it feels South Africa. I agree with you on that. Oh yes, I think this is South Africa. I think I've seen exactly this before in South Africa border. Nice, nice. Not bad. That's down under. In a way. That pink is just like that South Africa right there. Uh-oh, we're in the United States maybe. Uh-oh. Pink. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, at least this will be easier on world guessing because we know what general area this is going to be, right? Should I just throw it out there? Yeah, let me just throw it out there. Come to me literally anywhere nearby here. That was Maryland. Unfortunate. Looks like the road Forrest Gump ran on. I probably should have took any time at all on that one, to be fair. That's a me. That's a me oopsie. We have corn in New England too, to be fair. Yeah. Gentlemen, behold corn. But it's most likely going to be out there, you know? Most likely. What is that? What is that? Is that a... Wait, what? That's a fighter jet. Wait, that's a fighter tail. What is going on here? You see that? Hold on. What was that? Go back. Go back. Come back. This architecture is really weird. And that was for sure a fighter jet. That was for sure like the tail of like a World War II. Yeah. Look at this thing. Realtor sign. That is... Okay, hold on. What color paint job is that? Do we know what military that is? The landing pad. This is like an Airbnb or something. Feels Caribbean. Take a look. Is that a turtle crossing? Is that a turtle crossing? No, that's just a thing. Maybe Caribbean. There's a hole next to 100 meters. Bump next to 100 meters. What do you got here? Ooh. I'm kind of liking Caribbean. I don't really know what the Caribbean looks like, though. I've been there, but I'm too young to remember. Cyber threats every day. Not US. We saw metric. Okay. What does that say? Palestra. There's a post here. Does it say Australia post? We're in Australia. Okay. Let's easy Australia because there's only like... Okay, that's the one city on the other side of Australia. Got it. Red post box is kind of cute. We got Dikeni and Dimbaza Kwanzi. This feels like Africa based on those names. Earth, yeah. The one time it's not. Yeah, this is Africa. NG, are you kidding me? NG and then another part of the word. This is Africa. But where? Praise be Sclimbo for I corrected my incline press form. Good job, Nano. I'm proud of you. I'm going to just go anywhere on the border between the desert and foresty Africa. More towards Savannah. Yeah, this is like along here somewhere. Nigeria or South Africa again. Okay. I should probably check what countries actually have Google are in Africa so I don't keep guessing the middle and it's never there. How you doing today, Niano? I thought it said blocking millions of cyber trucks and I was like, fair. All right, we have a bridge over a lake. That's all. That's all we got. Look at all that water. It's looking real nice, but where are we? I don't even see civilization. There's not a single anything on these banks. What the heck? Okay, that's a boat launch. So I'd say Western. One truck. That's a boat launch. But where? Oh, we can read that. Enhance the license plate. They blur out license plates. Pole shaft access area, Lake Shelbyville. Shelbyville's a place in the United States, isn't it? Is that in Tennessee? Shelbyville? That's somewhere. I think it's Tennessee. It's somewhere there. No, it's not. Where's Shelbyville? Kentucky? Illinois? One in Kentucky? Okay. Springfield rival. I just kind of go Kentucky here, I think. Near Indiana. Sure. All right, we'll take that. Not bad. Not bad. You're the only 10 I see. Oh, thanks, Shogi. Thanks, Shogi. You too. Okay, we got snow for the first time. We haven't seen any snow all day. Oh my god. Get me in the road here. We got snow and pine of some kind. But it's also kind of like ratty. Spruce? Yeah, it looks Canada. Could be northern US. Could be Europe. That way, no, hold on. That doesn't look like Canada to me. That architecture looks European. That looks like rural North European or Eastern European. Like you run across this in like Latvia for sure. Def Europe. Hey, Ali, what's going on? What's up, senpai? I hate the Cybertruck with a burning passion. Something I'd love to see is someone using one to cook a full meal, like frying eggs on the untreated steel hood. I was tailing behind a Cybertruck this morning, actually. Russia, Nordic. I could see Russia here, actually. Yeah, Nordic Russia. North Russia. I like Russia a lot here. Even just seeing that home makes me think of Russia. Let's throw it up, right up here. Not bad, but it's Estonia, but pretty close. Same general area. Leaning where I live is very similar to Latvia today. Was the driver screaming as you chased them? No, I wasn't chasing them. I was just, you know, observing, passing them. I do drive. Yeah, I've been driving for a long time. You know, it's funny because I feel like a lot of VTubers don't have licenses. I've noticed that, where it's like most VTubers don't have driving licenses. I can drive stick shift. I've driven for like 16 years. England? It does kind of look like England immediately, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Flintbeck. Wait, no, hold on. Bruges, Soren. This is like up here. How many VTubers have licenses to kill? This is Belgium, isn't it? Isn't this just immediately Belgium? German? Bike track must be Netherlands. Yeah, Netherlands, Belgium. Let me just split difference. Passenger side forever. Hamburg up here. Yep, kind of right though. Yeah, there are a lot of people, a lot of VTubers. Whoa, hello, Iceland. What's up, Iceland or Greenland? What's going on, Greenland? Actually, hey, Greenland, I see you. Or here, or literally there. What's going on, Greenland? Where are the cities in Greenland? Where is Greenland? That was not Greenland. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Of course. Thanks for the hydrate, Tuxedo. Yeah, that was Kyrgyzstan. Sorry. Greenland and Kyrgyzstan. My bad. Welp. Yeah, my bad. I've been lost at sea for so long. This is a bait. This is bait. This is bait. Hotel Switzerland. However, American flag. This is super bait right now. This place looks awesome, actually. Rafting? Ooh, this place rocks. I want to go here. Where are we? Lehigh Broadway? Is this like the Black Mountains or something? There's rafting, so there's got to be a river nearby. Susquehanna. This does look sick. Yeah, this tourist trap town looks sick. Switzerland, New England. Broadway. And it could be Michigan. This is Flagstaff. There's no way this is Flagstaff, right? I've been to Flagstaff. I don't remember it looking like this, but it was a long time ago. Maybe it actually is. I like Pennsylvania. Maybe Binghamton. There's a town green, so it could be New England. True. Susquehanna's New York. Oh, upstate New York on the rivers. So right, actually. So right. And it makes sense, too, because we would be in, like, Indian, or sorry, Native American country. Sorry. My bad. That's how we, when I was in elementary school, it was called Indian country. Native American. Switzerland, New York. Upstate, I like that. Oh yeah, we got it. It was just further. Let's see. What is this? Red. Red. Oh. Okay, red dirt usually means something. Down in Orange County? Africa, maybe? Africa, maybe? Let's see here. What is this? Madungu. It's got to be Africa, right? That feels African. Madungu? Actually, I'm not getting canceled for saying that. Come on. Unja, financial year. Doesn't say Uganda, but it's kind of close to that. I would not get canceled for that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Let's see. Might be Nigeria. St. Luke's. Sano. Rwanda? Rwanda, you think? We could go Rwanda. Let me remember. I like that because we did see things that kind of look like Uganda. So, hey, nice guess. Right across the lake. Based on vibes. Vibes-based Rwanda guessing. Yes, we got it. We got it. We got it. Hello. Wow, nothing. That. Whoa. I don't know. You know what this looks like, actually? This looks like the ground. This is not Arizona, but that kind of reminds me of the woods in Arizona in some areas. Check out the cable spool. There was a big cable spool. Wyoming. Let's not get hasty and say US right away. Might not be. Look at the telephone poles. There's no electricity poles at all, actually. Washington State. Looks like there's something going on up here. Let's take a look. Enhance. Slenderman Forest. Let's go here. I don't see anything. Probably northwest with those trees. I agree. You're right. It is Detroit. Someday we're going to get Detroit. We're on the right side of the road. Oh, good point. I wasn't even paying attention to where the Google car is driving. Yeah, you're right. We are on the right side. Detroit, Vermont. I don't think this is Vermont. I don't think so. Are we sure it's not Philippines? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. But it is not the United States. What? Turku, Lomai, and Sakla. Where are we? I don't even recognize those umlauts on the A's there. Finland? That, you're right. No, Turku's Finland. You're so right. You're so right. Yuji, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Turku is Finland. That's a place. Right here. Totally. Good call. Good call. Mud. Swamp. Not actually. Mud. Trees on the row with the corn on the other side. Feels US, but could be somewhere else. Mud. Ooh, that's green. Wow, look at that. That's pretty. Big corn energy. But is it European corn energy or somewhere else? Maize. Or is it the United States? Not be hasty. Exactly. I don't know what that says. Yeah, it gives me anxiety when I can't see hills. It's very flat. The world is very rural. The world is very rural. What the heck is that? What language is that? That's Netherlands? Oh, you know what? Stat, that is Netherlands. You're right. The Stat or whatever it is. Looks like it. Go there. Stat. Okay, it was Brussels, but Belgium. Belgium, Netherlands. Yep. I almost said same thing, but that's not true. It's just, you know, I mix them up sometimes. That's my bad. Hey, what do we got here? Show me some signage. Taivalso Park. Are we in Finland again? Did we just get double Finland? Or is that Switzerland? It could also be... I mean, that's the Switzerland... Laitila. Switzerland. Let me look. That's weird, though. Because that could just be, like, denoting a hospital instead. But I don't know. It is a Swiss flag, yeah. It could just be a hospital sign, though. That's what I'm saying, yeah. I think you're right there. Let's just go Finland again. And it was. Nice. Only 200 kilometers. Big guess. Big old guess. You could call it a GeoGuessr. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's this say? Filter black. Bungus. It's Bungus and Batang. Wait, is that, no, this is RP again. This is rupees again. So, Indonesia? Indonesia again? We got Bungus. We got Bungus on the Prem. Gotta be Indonesia, but where? Marlboro filter black Bungus. But where? There's a lot of Indonesia. I guess I'll just go over here. It's in the middle. Okay, that's fine. We got the Bungus. What am I looking at? What is this foliage? It's Japanese. Let's go. Let's go. If only I could read kanji. Let's go. This is beautiful. Yep. I didn't want to yell it out, but I had an inkling it was Japan when I saw this. Perfect horror environment. Actually, yeah. You know it was Indonesian because of Ollie? That's fair. All right, so where in Japan are we? Now we can play another pro-Japan guesser on this nothing road. A mountain. I think you're right. You're so right. An abandoned mountain, actually. What do we got out here? Go back to the sign. Yeah. Yeah, no, can you read kanji? Because you're going to need to. Let's see what else we got here. I think we got lost, actually. I don't know where the sign is anymore. There's a small one over there, but it wasn't what we're looking for. Could this be Kasuga Primeval Forest in Nara? They call this place Silent Hill. This could be Kasuga Primeval Forest. Could it be? Kind of looks like it, actually. Let me just follow the road and see where it goes. Where are we going? What's at the top here? Give me a vista, then maybe I'll find out where we are. Follow the road up. We're going on a Japan mountain adventure. Everyone join in. It's exciting. We're going to encounter the god of the mountain. Okay, now we're going back down. Wait. Which way is up? That is insane. Oh my god. Wait, what is that? Whoa! That's not real. That's an artifact. That's why. Okay. That's... Oh, God. We've encountered something unfortunate. We've encountered something otherworldly. Yeah, this reminds me of the mountain I drove up in, or I walked up in Nara, too. That's haunted. Let's go there. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Sclimbo, do you remember this? Maybe that picture was from my memories. I don't know. Did I take these pictures? Maybe that's what's happening here. Oh, that's something. Spirit interference. It happens to everyone. Yeah, okay. Yama. Oh God, it's been a while since I've read Hiragana. That's Yama. That's a no, but there's a thing above it. Yamano. That would make sense if it was Yamano. Manojichi? Am I wrong? Manosachi? That's definitely Yama kanji. Is that No, Manoji Sai. Manoji Sai. I know that's G. I forget if that's Chi or Sa. That's I. That's no. That's Ma. Yamano. Oh, okay. Mountain of. Manoji Sai. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Or it's Mono G Cha, but no, it's not. I think it's Sai. You know. Been a while since I've read Hiragana. And by a while, I mean like a year and a half. And I didn't study. Where are we? Oh my God, it just keeps going. There's a lot of artifacts. Dude, this is scary. This is scary. What's happening? Maji Sai. Okay. That doesn't mean anything to me, unfortunately. Except Maji, but it's spelled differently. As in like, Maji, you know? But it's spelled differently. It wouldn't be that. This is just straight up a mountain road, probably up to an abandoned town. Random red hell foliage. Okay, here's an overlook. What are we overlooking? Finally. Okay, show me that city. Where are we? Maji. That is... Yep, that's a city, all right. Don't know where. The mountains aren't too tall, so I wouldn't say this is like Gifu or anything like that. This could be anywhere. This is Tsukihime. It could be in here. Could be in like Okayama Mountains. Filtrification, thanks for the follow. Hyogo or Okayama Mountains I could see. I could also see anywhere in Tohoku. Anywhere in Tohoku Mountains too. Don't think it's Hokkaido, but I'm not sure. I guess it could also just be Kyushu. There's a million places, as always. It could be, but I'm not seeing Gifu Nagano Mountains is my point. I'm not seeing Alps. So, especially with what the weather looks like right now, we would probably see snow if it was in Gifu Nagano area. Or honestly, maybe even Tohoku. Yeah, this is impossible without any more information. Somebody would know this, but not me. I'm just kind of going, see if I see anything. Oh, hold on, another sign. Trying to get to the top. Mount Hane. Okay, where is that? 95. That should tell me what I need to know. I don't know that though. Mount Hane. Mount Hane. I don't think I've never climbed it. I can tell you that much. Wow, this looks weird. You know, Brennan? Where? Where? Ooh. There's a break. This is really cool, whatever it is. Okay, that's a pretty big mountain. That looks like snow, maybe. Okay, maybe we are actually. It is Japan. You're so right. This is cool. It's like super abandoned and stuff. I want to camp here. Oh, look at this. I want to camp here. Thanks for the shirt. And there are people camping here. That looks like maybe a one-person camp situation right there. Solo camp. Is that a train? A local train. Yeah, this is cool. I want to know where this is, actually. Let me just throw a guess because I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to say this is Tohoku in the mountains. Like, here. No, it was not a great guess. That was, in fact, the middle of... You know... yeah, it's kind of near Mount... Whoa, don't do that. I figured I would have seen Mount Aso also if it was near Mount Aso, but I guess not. I guess the trees were in the way, but that was, in fact, near a super volcano. Oops. I thought I would have seen the super volcano if that was the case, but the exact location was totally my next guess. Yeah. Same. See, the problem was, like, I did have a thought that the foliage might have looked a little volcanic, but I was like, well, come on, there's a lot of volcanoes in Japan, and if it was near Mount Aso, I would see it, but I guess not. Gotta go to Mount Hane next time you visit Japan. I probably got pretty close, not gonna lie. I mean, I definitely did. I think I took a train by there. Palm trees off rip, yeah. Palm trees off rip. And we got... Okay, that is a language, all right. That is this Malaysian, Indonesian, or Tagalog? One of them. Maybe. Could be a few others. But I don't recognize it right off the bat. But I think it's one of them. It could also be like... No, I think it would be... Milik. I think if it was Thai, it would look different. I don't know what Thai looks like. Doesn't look like Tagalog. Okay. Milik. Is Milik a language? I think it's Indonesian again. Could just throw in Indonesia. I don't think we're going to get any good info other than that. You know what? Let's go down here. That was Timor-Leste. Oh my god. That's hard. That's difficult. That's a toughie. Here we are in maybe Australia again. Thai scribbles. I forget what Thai looks like. This is probably Australia. This is probably Australia. Let's take a look. What the vehicle's looking. Outback? Yeah, this is the Outback. Gotta be. Or it's surprise South Africa again. But let's just throw Outback. New South Wales. South America, I swear. I swear, bro. No, wait, that's Africa. What am I saying? It's not South America. That was Senegal. We've had 2 near Dakar. Huh. Dang. Can they stop giving me just pure nature? I need some hints, man. This is tough. Return of Senegal. It's a weird road. Where are we at? What about the truck? Is there a truck? Can we guess based on the truck? What's this sign say? You're always near Dakar. The car takes the picture. True. True. Didn't we see that sign earlier? I love nature, but not for GeoGuessr because it's impossible. Because some places are just like, okay, well, every place at the same like latitude's gonna look similar. What do you do about that? Look at the car shadow. I don't know math. Sorry. That won't help me. Left lane driving. True. You have left lane driving. You have left lane driving. We have a vehicle. Oh, there's information on this vehicle. This vehicle, we can glean some facts from it. Let's glean some facts. That is a small vehicle with a symbol on it. I can't read what it says. There's a dude inside. Dude chilling. What's he doing? He's hanging out. This is like... Truck is adorable. I want one. Own. I don't know. Cosmic Jax, thanks for the follow. How you doing? Welcome in. Where could we be? What if this is South America again? Hear me out. I'm like getting PTSD about South America. How you doing? Got a jet. Good luck with the rest of the GeoGuessing. It's always Philippines. So true. Binka, thanks for coming by. I'll see you around. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. And remember, everybody, we are going to be on Janken Palm's channel tonight doing the Janken Pon tournament. And that is in 6 hours from now on his channel. That's a lot of nothing, huh? That's a... I can't tell. I can't tell. Bump, 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 bump. I can't tell. Could be South America, Argentina. Yeah, you know what? Let me just throw South America because I think it is. That's crazy. It's Uruguay again. South America's so hard. How could I guess? I gotta like... Can I do world but not South America? Whoa. Your average person, thanks for the follow. Look at that to the north. Oh, wow. That's insane. There's also only a few places on Earth this can actually be. Because of that. There's only a few places on Earth this can actually be. Yep. Okay. I think I know where we are. Nope. I think I know where we are. That is a northern mountain range with Cyrillic language, which means we're probably somewhere. That's like the Caucasus range. It's got to be. Afghanistan. Yeah, that's like Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. Could also even be Georgia. Actually, I think this is Georgia. Do they use... No, wait. They use a different... Oh, but they could still have the script. Is Stan... It could be a Stan... It could be a Stan, but it also could be right... Like, look at this mountain range right here. And it's north. Let me see the sign. You can read it? Oh, hell yeah. Get that. That's an old Soviet sign, isn't it? I think this is Georgia. I think that's... We're looking at this mountain range right here. It's Russian. But look how far that mountain range spans. Because that's right over the border, man. Like, that could very well... That could very well still be it. Look how big it is. Look how long it goes on for. And it's exactly northeast, just like that mountain range. I kind of want to go for it. I'm going for it. Ooh, Kyrgyzstan. Big fan of the hat. Oh, thanks. It was exactly east of that, though. Exactly east of that's crazy. I was bold. I was bold. I wanted it. Someone said Kazakhstan or Afghanistan or something. Uh-oh. Spanish. Uh-oh. Kyrgyzstan strikes again. It sure does. Whoa. Look at that. Damn. In Stan we trust. I want to see more stands. I want to see more stands on the world map. We haven't gotten any, like... We haven't gotten a lot of Balkans. We haven't gotten a lot of stands. We're getting a lot of South America. You think Peru? Oh, hold on. This is president vote. This is a president vote. What president's this? Sclimbo Stan? Going for night walk. Nice. Have fun. What are we doing here? What president vote is this for what country? I can't even fully read it, but Boda Naeli? Yeah, and then it says like Quiones something. Mario, maybe? No. It's very beautiful. Look at that. Oh my god. It feels like it should be more built up for how beautiful that is up there. Like, it's got small town vibes, but it's looking really nice. Wow. This almost looks like Arizona, but I know it's not. So maybe like Mexico? Could it be like a regional? No, they don't have like regional presidents, do they? Be an overall president vote. I don't know if that was a president vote from Mexico. I don't know any Mexican president names, unfortunately. That's not going to help. Oh, wait. That's Governor Unidos Aspero Vamos Durango. Durango, the governor of Durango. That is right here. Knew it. Knew it. I knew it was Mexico. It looked so much like the Southwest. Knew it. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. That's enough GeoGuessr for today, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. Let's go back to just chatting from un momento. Good day today. Thanks for coming by. Bit of a dead giveaway, kind of. All right, everyone. So we got a bit of a packed weekend because I'm going to be on Jan Palm's channel tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing in the GTA RP run by Barry and Grimmy. And then on Sunday, we have the SVA Spelling Bee with Every Talent, I believe, is coming. We're going to be spelling real hard. So it's going to be a busy weekend, and then we'll be back to normal streams, of course, next week. Next week's also busy. We have events going on next week as well. Look forward to it. Keep an eye on Twitter. We have a lot going on. That being said, everybody, I also realized that I think Monday is my 1 month anniversary. I've been doing this for a month, I believe, as of Monday, because I think it's the 8th, right? 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Saturday 6, Sunday 7. Yeah, Monday 8. So it's 1 month, which also means, everybody, that next week's streams are going to contribute to part 2 of partner requirements starting next week. So it would mean the world to me if everyone could find the time to come hang out with your good old pal Sclimbo, because next week we grab it right away. We get it out of the way. So we can get that going too. So I'm really excited for that as well. But thank you so much for coming by, everyone. We had a really good time today, and we're gonna have a fun weekend as well. Hopefully everyone gets some rest, get some protein, have a good Friday. If you're getting off work, have a chill weekend, and let's find someone to raid and get out of here. Been watching the entire stream in 480, didn't even notice. Oh man, it'll be your birthday Tuesday. Happy birthday, Amelia. Happy birthday. Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday. I hope your dreams come true. Who's on? Ooh, Addie's on. Addie's on. Addie probably just started, actually, like a few minutes ago. Let me just double... we could raid Addie, but let me check if there's anyone else on doing, like, GeoGuessr or something that's, like, really cool that I don't normally get a chance to raid into. But we'll probably go to Addie. Let's see. What's happening here? Just reading down the list. There's a lot of people on now. Man, when I hit 3 p.m., there's a lot of people that come on all of a sudden. Woo! That's a lot of people. What's Addie up to? Glitchmas Day 2. Let's just go to Addie. Let's bricky raid Addie. Raid ad free VT, my gen mate. Everyone be nice to my gen mate. Okay, let's go say hi to Addie. All right, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.